Replicon Radio. Replicon Radio. Talking shit with the juggalos on Replicon Radio. Give it a listen. Don't be a bitch. Replicon Radio. Yeah. This is Replicon Radio.
That's right. If you would like to be a proud sponsor on Replicon Radio, shoot us an email at Therepliconiswatching for more information. Therepliconiswatching at gmail.com for more information.
At gmail.com.
Gmail. That's GMAIL.com.
That's right. Shoot us an email.
For more information.
More information.
Also, just so you guys know, this is the last week to get this exclusive t-shirt that's on the screen right now.
It's dope. I'm looking at it in real life.
That's right, I'm wearing it.
It's dope.
It's dope. Our Halloween zombie dino exclusive, if you will. All you gotta do is join our Patreon. It's cheaper than buying our regular shirts, which is ridiculous. Just go to patreon.com/Replicon and sign up for the t-shirt tier before the end of September, and you will get this shirt. And you'll get another one in October as long as you stick around, which is also dope.
Yep.
That's right. So don't sleep. Last chance, motherfuckers. And there we are. Hello.
Hello, hello, hello. I'm assuming that's on. I can't see.
It is.
Yeah, hello.
It's
what
on.
up, everybody in the chat?
Chat room in the hand.
What up, everybody?
In the hand. In the hand.
Here.
Hello.
Hi, Big Roo.
Hello.
How are we doing this
Hi
evening?
there, buddy, man.
Hello.
Here, we'll even show you guys what the October exclusive shirt looks like as well, since we're talking about it.
I don't even know if I've seen it.
You have.
I probably have.
Because I showed it last week.
I did not see that.
Oh, well, there it is.
That's neato.
Yeah. You can get one of those
That's dope.
next month.
That reminds me of the cheese on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle pizzas.
I don't know if I like that.
Well, sign up for Patreon and find out.
Yes, I do have my Ghostbusters. I'm not on there, but I have my Ghostbusters shirt on. I don't ever wear this shirt because I feel like I'm a phony if I wear this shirt because I didn't go to I didn't bust the ghost.
But does busting still make you feel
the
good?
busting makes you feel good. But
Well, then that's
all right, I guess that's what matters.
I mean, that's really all that matters, in my opinion.
I mean, I've gone to some ghost places and busted some ghosts. I actually just did that 2 weekends ago.
You over there dancing.
I wasn't dancing. I was moving the screen. I was showing the t-shirt in real life.
Nobody cares.
There's one person out there that might care.
They don't care about real life. You just put it on the screen, they'll see it.
That's what I was...
You have a photo in that laptop to put it on there.
Yeah.
What?
But I have it on my person, too.
It's right there.
Nobody cares that you're wearing it, though.
You don't care.
Everybody don't care.
Somebody cares.
No.
Yeah.
Does anybody care that P's wearing a shirt right
Somebody
now?
cares.
Well,
Nobody.
float
You
shirts
care.
are
You're the
fucking-
only one that cares.
Them float shirts are like my favorite shirts that we've made.
Nobody care. Fuck you, hey Merle. You're a piece of shit.
What do you want?
No, I'm just kidding.
He wants more information on what?
No, that was when we opened the show.
I know, but I'm just looking at the top.
I know, don't do that.
That's actually that bad. Tigger Kinga, if you think that's badass, here's your chance to sign up.
Fucking do it.
Do it.
Yeah, the float shirts are dope. I like them too.
They are.
I like them too.
Well,
Sign up, guys. If you guys aren't part of the Patreon, I don't
Hey
know
Merle, you're not
what
a
y'all are
piece of
doing.
shit.
For real.
yeah, if you like our merch, the t-shirt tier is where the way to
Absolutely.
go.
And if you can't afford it, that's okay too. The $5 tier is only $5.
That is true.
I don't know what that breaks down to in a month, but it's not a lot.
That's not a.
What's $5 divided by 30? Like a nickel or something?
Give me a second.
Quarter?
Too much security. Hold on.
Too much security.
I'm glad you got it figured out.
16 cents.
I kind of figured you did when you didn't hit me up.
It's actually 16
for the $5.
cents repeating.
Wow.
Yeah.
But
How
I'm
much
glad
is
you
the
got it
T-shirt?
figured out.
The T-shirt tier.
So if you can't
What
afford
is
the
that,
T-shirt
30
tier,
bucks or 35? Yeah,
30. Yeah.
That's
Yeah, our
$1
shirts are
a day.
$35.
That's $1 a day.
Yeah, it's $30.
I don't even need to
Yeah,
figure
makes
that one
sense.
out. I got.
So for $1 a day, you
Good
can
math.
not only support Replicon Radio, you get a dope shirt every month. Sometimes, most times, it's exclusive. Like there's only 1 or 2, 3, sometimes only one made.
And all you got to do is talk real nice to P, and you might get a super customized shirt, especially on the months that he's like, I don't know what to make.
Yeah, what's what I'm saying? The one of ones.
Yeah.
But even when it's not one of one, most of the time, there's only been the blue shirt, the pink shirt, and I think those are the only two. And then now the black and white shirt are the only ones that are ever Patreons and that we sold later.
Yeah. Some of those they're just too good to keep.
All the rest, there's been some that were like variants. Like when I did the Pooh, Icy Pooh shirts.
Yeah.
They got a blue one, which is not available to the public,
Mm.
and then the public got like the carnival looking one.
Yeah.
So even when I do ones that are similar, you get special ones. You should join it.
Oh, nice. I saw the pictures where Merle saw Overtime. He went to their concert.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I know I was gonna give him shit about it because he kept being like, "I finally got to meet Overtime," and he's like in pictures with Overtime and Crucifix.
Yeah.
I'm like, "What about Crucifix? Like that dude's dope as fuck too." Like Crucifix is. I'm not downsizing Overtime
Yeah.
because he's dope. We've had him on the show. I like
You
him
are
a
a
lot.
little bit. It's okay.
No, but I'm like,
I'm just
there's
fucking
another
with
guy on your right that's also an amazing talent who's like, this almost seems like you would know him more because he's big in the underground with like, you know what I mean? He's the one that's saying that, when Buckshot and Boondocks covered Don't Stop Believin',
Yeah.
he's the guy that sings it. Like, and like a bunch of their shit. Like
I don't know if he's that big in the underground anymore, though.
well, he's
he's
bigger
got-
not in the underground.
I
But
mean,
I'm
I think
saying he's got a bigger presence in the underground than Overtime does.
Well, yeah, I guess so. But that dude's like doing big shit with like big artists now.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, but they're both dope. Yeah, and Overtime's dope. Overtime's homies with Javon Jordan, who was Illest Illuminati when we had him on the show. His real name's Javon, but
Yeah.
Illest Illuminati, who we had on the show as well.
Well,
We had,
Javon is way better.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he goes by his name now, but he's like one of the biggest comic artists in the world now. He's the one that did the Twisted cover,
Yeah.
and now he's like a huge. But those two were like best friends in like real life. It's crazy. Shout out to them dudes.
Shout
for
out
sure.
to Friends.
Friends. How many of us have them? Friends. There's some other words, but I don't know them.
Thank you,
Talking about friends.
Senpai. I appreciate
Hey.
that. Senpai-lo.
Hell yeah.
Namaste.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Those are nice words. Comment of the week right there.
Yep. We're going to put that on a fucking shirt.
I would agree with that.
Put that on a flyer.
Comment of the week right there.
Remember we used to put shit on flyers?
Yeah.
Quotes.
So you just screenshot the page. Yeah.
Motherfucker, will you stop moving?
No.
Never. I'm never going to stop moving.
Scoot a little closer.
I might buy a new cord or something one of these days.
I've been, yeah.
I mean, you only had the last 5 fucking weeks to figure that out.
Hey, man. I don't know what to tell you.
Stop being a fucking cheap ass and just go buy one.
I don't think about it. My headphones work. I don't wear headphones anymore.
Like they work perfectly all week until I get here.
Yeah,
You're right.
because I don't use them.
Right.
That's how my brain works. I'm like, I was like,
I don't even think about it until I get here.
That's
Fuck.
like the Danzig videos or any video or that I need to do for anything. Like I don't think about it when I leave this fucking house
right.
until I'm like literally I'm like I can't move. I'm just not doing anything today. And then that's when I think about it. I'm just like, but
You journeying out of here?
no.
Oh. All right.
He's got to fix the tiger.
Well, while we're at it, I got another show announcement for everybody. If you're in the St. Louis area, one, if you want to go, and two, if you're an act and would like to perform, we are now booking opening slots and announcing the Monster Mash Part 2. Me and Mr. Green did Monster Mash 1 last year with MMMFD, and we're doing Part 2 with SON, Long Live Evil's newest artist, who's dope as fuck. And that's going down October 20th in just a month, less than a month, at Misty Nights. So,
Where's that located?
St. Peters, Missouri.
Oh, wow. It's a long ways to be drinking and driving.
Depends on where you're driving to, I guess. What if you live in St. Peters, Missouri?
Still a long way to be drinking.
It's pretty close.
I don't think our listeners are gonna
Anywhere is a long
Don't
drive.
drink and drive. Get an Uber.
Drinking and driving.
It's right off the highway.
What highway?
364. Page extension.
I mean, yes, it was an extremely long drive for us Southsiders.
It's going down.
Actually, you know what? I'll see how far.
It's probably a 30-minute ride at least.
I would say
It's right across the street from a comic book shop I go to all the time, so it's kind of cool.
depends if I can cut up page or whatever, but the page extension. But if I can't, then it's extremely far.
I know it's probably about 35, 40 minutes from here.
I would say 45 minutes. Let's see. Misty Night.
You went last year. It was awesome. Hell yeah, it was awesome.
Actually,
We're
it's
doing
about
it
30
again
minutes
this year.
from here.
Directions from my house.
Did you look from here?
It's 40 minutes
From your house?
from my house, and it's 34 miles. Super far.
That ain't that bad, is it?
It is when bedtime is 10 p.m.
Right.
and I'll be there until fucking 1 or 2.
It's 17 miles from here.
No.
Yeah, about a half hour.
17 and baby.
17.
But that's going down for all you people that aren't too old to drive. Come on out.
That aren't too old to drive.
Yeah, me, because I go to bed.
Yeah.
It's sleepy time. Where is it at?
October 20th. Kind of a last minute announcement, but it's going down.
Damn,
So come
that's
on.
out past Harvester? Shit.
Pew, 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 pew.
Pew, pew, pew.
Nuck, if you
I mean, I guess it's kind of not that close from the south side, but it's not that far either.
I mean, it's 34 miles. That's pretty far.
It's pretty, yeah. I mean, it's not a fucking cakewalk.
I mean, I wouldn't suggest walking.
Let's see how far it is walking.
34 miles. It's the same distance.
No, I was say how long. It's a 9 hour.
Actually,
It's a
no.
9 hour walk.
It takes 9 hours to walk 34
it'll
miles.
probably be
Yeah.
longer because you probably can't just kind of walk on the fucking highway. You have to walk around shit.
Ooh, if I walk around to,
So it'd probably be
Why
longer.
can't you walk on the highway?
if I detour through Baldwin, it's 9 hours and 45
If them
minutes.
assholes can ride bicycles in the middle of the road, I can walk down the highway.
On the side of the highway.
Yeah,
They're
there's a
like, no, it's to
shoulder.
protect you. That's why they put bicyclists in the
road?
In the road, because you know it's way more dangerous for a pedestrian to get hit by a bike than it is for a pedestrian to get hit by a car.
Yeah.
You know, so
Fuck those people on their
I
bikes,
fucking hate the
man.
bicycles.
I want to run them over, fucking cocksuckers.
One of my dogs absolutely despises bicycles, and it's one of the most things that we bond over. I'm like,
Y'all are
yes.
so fucking mean.
You
People can't just be out there exercising.
No, because they're
riding
probably
their
Yeah,
fucking
on the
bike.
sidewalk.
deal. Okay, if you're gonna do the thing
You
where
just-
you're on the road abiding
sidewalk.
by the laws, if you're abiding by the laws because you're like, I could take up this whole fucking lane like a jackass, then you better stop at the fucking lights. You better stop at the stop signs. You better not just be running through shit. All right, you got to do all the laws, you piece of shit. You can't just pick and choose just to be a jackass because you want to block a whole motherfucking lane on the highway.
They're not supposed to ride their bike on a sidewalk. It's a sidewalk. You walk on the side. Walk.
Who is BDM?
So where else would you like them to ride a bike?
On the sidewalk where they walk.
Yes.
Not supposed to.
Or if they do that little small I would not hate them
bike lane?
if they had a small bike lane
On the highway?
wherever. I don't care where it's at. Like
It's not safe to ride bikes on the highway because bicycles can't go as fast as cars
I've
go.
They
seen
can't go fast cars on the fucking subdivision roads either. They're in my fucking way.
Yeah, you can't go 40.
You got a horn, hit the motherfuckers.
No, because then you're in the wrong.
Oh,
yo,
you got a horn, hit it.
Just don't
I
be
mean,
there to
hit the
begin
horn.
with.
Hit the horn at them.
If there's no sidewalk, I ain't mad at you. But 9.5 out of 10 times, there's a goddamn sidewalk right there.
Yeah.
Get over there. What the fuck do you think you're doing?
I mean,
They think they're in cars. They stop at red lights and shit.
no, bullshit, dude. I
don't.
was on my way
Some
down
of
to the
them
shop
do.
the other
Pissed me
day.
off.
This motherfucker, while I was coming down,
But that's even more queer.
what is that, 12th Street? I was coming down and
I
I
had
was
no idea
crossing
where you
over.
were.
I was crossing
You know,
over
you know.
Gravois.
You know?
Yeah.
I was crossing over Gravois. This fucking bicycle riding in the fucking street, Gravois, on Gravois.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, bicycle wants to ride in the street. I guess he's going to obey by the fucking laws, right? No, went right through the fucking red light.
But
I was like, I hope that motherfucker gets smoked.
Like, I agree with you. Fuck him for that, too. But then at the same time, the ones that do it, I'm like, you're even more stupid.
Right.
Like, you really think you're a car? Get out of my way.
I just hate when they take
What is this, goddamn pretend land? You're 60 years old. Get off the fucking... If you're going to act like a child, get on the goddamn sidewalk.
I just hate when they take the whole lane. Like, bro, get on the fucking side of the goddamn lane if you're going to take it.
If a bike stops at a red light, I'm okay with that.
I'm okay
they're
with
taking
that.
Safety precautions before crossing the fucking street.
I'm okay with that.
And what do you mean by acting like a child? Because of riding a bike?
Yes.
Or I didn't understand when you
Yeah, it's like fucking playtime. Get the fuck... I'm trying to drive. I got to go to work.
A lot of people ride bikes to get from point A to point B.
Well, not around... Get out of my way.
A lot of people can't afford cars, so they get bicycles.
They want to save the environment, so they get bicycles.
Some people also do that as well.
Stupid.
And you guys say I'm the asshole. Jesus Christ.
Oh, when it comes to fucking...
This guy wants to murder fucking
When it comes to
bicycles.
these fucking idiots on the bikes in the road, yes, I am the rue of the people on bikes in the roads.
Oh, you're way more than
I
me.
will fucking stab them in the fucking heart and tell their mother.
I will stick a stick in their spokes.
I would
Fuck
not do
them.
that to anybody.
I would.
I'm like, this motherfucker thought he was a car. Fucking idiot. He's obviously fucking handicapped, so I made him that way.
It's like I just hate when they take the whole fucking
No
lane.
offense.
The
to
whole
any
lane.
Handicapped people out there.
Dude,
Don't ride your
especially
bikes
when
in
I
the
mean,
road.
there's always a shoulder, no matter what.
No,
road
that's
you're
not
on.
true. That's not true.
Usually.
If there's not a shoulder, I
90%
kind
of
of
the
get it.
time.
But still,
Right.
just ride to the right of the lane so that way, if we could safely pass your fucking ass.
Oh, yeah, dude. I get behind them when on Hawkins here. I'll get behind them.
Your new name is BDM, Bondage.
And I'm like,
Nice.
it's hot.
all right. And then when we come up to the fucking sidewalk, they don't go to the sidewalk. They just stay right in the fucking lane. And I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
And then it opens up to 2 lanes.
In my mind, it's a fucking 4-year-old in a Fisher Price fucking push car. I'm like, what are you? Oh, look at you. You're fucking cute. The fuck out of the way, you stupid
I had
kid.
one the other day over there on Watson that I was leaving a residential area, turning on to, I think it was Watson or whatever. Anyway, there was 2 bicyclists right in the middle of the fucking lane. One walked over to press the light for the walk sign so they could change the light.
Walk.
And I was turning right, and all they had to do was move over just a little bit, move over. And they waited for like two minutes before they were like, okay, come forward, because they wanted me to trip the light. And I was like, all right. And then they finally were like, well, I guess I'll get out of the way. And they picked their bikes up and moved. I'm like, yeah, thank you. I have had my signal on for 4 fucking minutes. Can you just get the fuck out of the
I
way?
fantasize about honking when
That
they're not
shit
looking.
would piss me off,
Dude,
bro. Like, if I'm making a right
so
turn and
bad.
these motherfuckers are going straight and you're just taking up the whole lane and I can't make my right, dude, get the fuck out of here.
Dude, I would just put
You
my
pay-
car and parked and walked over there and moved it.
You pay zero
Like,
taxes.
excuse me, your toy's in my fucking way.
You pay zero taxes for the streets. Like, you obviously are not paying fucking taxes for the streets. You don't ride your bike on the fucking street. That's not what it's there for. It's for cars.
Yeah.
It's for your taxpayers to pay on the streets. Your personal property tax on your cars and shit, that money goes towards your fucking streets and shit. They ain't paying that for having a bike.
Not in the city. They don't use that money for the streets for nothing. They take the money for the streets, but they don't
Oh
use
no,
it for
bullshit,
the motherfucking
dude.
streets.
No, they do it. They use the streets, dude. They just put in 1,000 fucking speed bumps and signs all over the fucking city now.
Yeah, okay, you're right. Yeah, dude.
Pointless speed bumps and pointless signs that they could have used the money for other things.
They
but
did
hey,
they did a poor tax where they did it's a free for all in the city. I drive like a fucking menace down.
so my nephew needed some money, so they said, "You got the contract. I'll give you a contract. You come in and get this concrete and put all these fucking speed bumps in the way."
Dude, the people they use to fix the holes and all that stuff, the patchwork is so fucking terrible. The patchwork is almost worse than the fucking pothole they covered.
Yeah.
You know, I'm constantly getting fucking rattled. But them speed humps, they're so
stupid.
bad down there.
There's no need for them.
They're like there's
You think a motherfucker that's running from the cops speeding is gonna give a fuck about a goddamn speed hump?
It tears up low riding cars. Like my Challenger, there's roads I can't go down, and I won't know that until I'm halfway down it. But I can't back out because it's a single lane.
I mean, the
like-
Challenger, you should be able to get up and go over it.
No,
smoothly.
it scrapes. It scrapes
The front
in
end?
high centers. And the front hits if it's a real
Because
bad
they're like
one.
long speed bumps.
Yeah, these are the humps, like
Yeah.
not the speed bumps, the speed humps.
Yeah, they're speed fucking humps.
They're real bad, and like no, but there's a lot of them where you'll see a lot
They're
of
fucking
divots.
stupid.
You'll see the divots in the ground at the backside of them because that's when it comes down, your front end hits. And I high center on my Challenger, and now I got lights on there that I don't use underneath that will break if I hit the fucking speed humps. You hit them, and the ones that don't have paint on them, they don't have signs, or if they do have signs, it's covered by fucking trees. You can't, or the signs right next to it.
Sounds like you're just gonna have to put the lift kit back on the Challenger.
Yeah, I'll put some mud tires on it, but you'll hit it.
Put a 12-inch lift.
You'll
on
hit it going full fucking speed, and go bam,
right.
and and there's areas down there that is so bad that it'll be just a normal block. They'll have a stop sign here, two to three speed humps, another stop sign right after the speed hump, and then right on the other side of the intersection when you go through, they have another speed hump. I mean, I'm hitting speed humps all the fucking time. So what I do is that when I'm on those roads with like an obnoxious amount of stop signs and speed humps, I intentionally do unsafe speeds. I will fucking fly down those things, slam on the brakes for the speed hump, and just fucking fly down those things again. You're getting in your car, I'm getting close to it, because if you voted for this, you wanted these fucking speed humps.
Nobody voted for it. They just started doing it in the city, or at least down in like downtown area. And they just started doing that.
And then there's roads down there that they have those fucking cement dividers that they blocked, like especially downtown where they blocked off like 3-4 lanes of it because they don't, they want to break it down to single lane traffic. Oh my God. Like South Grand is terrible.
Yeah.
But I won't even, I will avoid Kings Highway because of how bad the roads are.
That's a piece of shit
It
street
is
too.
so bad with all the patchwork and all the fucking potholes. It just beats the shit out of you. I'm so mad at the city about their streets. I went on when I went to Danzig, I drove, I think, almost 900 miles. And in that 900 miles, I hit more fucking potholes and rattled the shit out of my car in the 5 minutes that I got off the highway when I got back than I did in the whole fucking trip.
Yeah.
The whole fucking trip.
Let's see. Where'd you guys go? Ohio. So you guys...
We went basically Cincinnati.
Yeah, so you guys had to go through Illinois. So you notice as soon as you get into Illinois, like you got to be in Illinois for like 45 minutes to an hour before you actually hit the decent fucking roads.
Yeah.
You notice when you hit Illinois, you still got all that shitty road for like a half. I mean, it's probably about 20 minutes to a half hour.
Oh yeah, them roads are terrible.
And then all of a sudden, all of a sudden you see the pavement change, and it's like, oh, we're on nice roads, and then you're good all the way the rest of the way there.
Yep.
It's fucked up.
Dude, I did the whole weekend, and I was like, oh, these roads are nice. Even their potholes and stuff, they're still not bad up there. And we were there for like 2 or 3 days, and as soon as I got back, I got off the fucking highway. Not even 2 minutes. Go home! Damn! Like, son of a bitch! Like, I fucking hate this town. Like,
you fucking missed it.
This town, like, it takes, you gotta go somewhere that's not shit to realize, hey, this area is fucking terrible. I get it. St. Louis sucks. So fucking bad. None of our restaurants are open past like 9 or 10 p.m.
Yeah,
it's fucking like everything is just shit. There's bars everywhere. There's trash. Like bars on like windows, not bars, like bars. But
there are those too.
There are a shit ton, but that doesn't bother me. But it's just fucking terrible.
It's funny how the bars can stay open until like 1:30, but the restaurants can only stay open until like 8.
Right.
9 o'clock.
And the worse the area, the earlier the fucking place closes. Even though it's listed that, hey, we stay open, it's like, oh no, we don't have workers.
You might find one that stays open to like 10, but good luck.
We don't have workers.
I don't think it's that anymore. I think it's just these kids don't want to work past certain times, so they're like, fuck you, I can only work till this time on like a close night, and they're like, I'm not working no later than that, so these businesses change their fucking hours for them.
Well, because they don't want to pay them. Man, these people don't want to work in shit jobs, get yelled at by the public all fucking day for shit money anymore. We realize that's bullshit. Pay them better.
I mean, if you're doing a bad job, you're probably going to get yelled at. If you're doing a good job, you're probably not going to get yelled at by the public.
That's not fucking true. Have you been to the city?
I'm saying you're more likely not to if you're doing your job and doing a good job of it.
It helps.
It goes a long way.
It does.
I'm not saying in every case, but it might help if you actually do your job and
maybe the shirt
and know what to do and what to expect out of your job.
But the problem is that they have such a turnaround on these jobs and nobody wants to work is that usually the shift manager is on there is somebody that's only been working there for 2 fucking months. And they don't know how to train the new people to do their fucking job. They don't give a fuck about their job. And it's fucking stupid, man. But I was so amazed that it was almost 3 o'clock in the morning, and there's so many places open in Newport, Kentucky, where I went. There was like a whole fucking block of just open fast food places. I was like, "This is amazing! Have I entered heaven?"
People actually want to work in other. There was
so many people walking around, white people walking around, going to bars and shit. It's like this is.
I'm sure
weird.
there was African Americans and black people.
But I'm just saying
around.
that, white people don't walk around in neighborhoods at night like that late here. They don't do it.
Our shit really ain't set up to walk though. Like a lot of these
you got
cities,
this stuff like in Soulard, you got the Loop.
But a lot of these cities that actually like in their downtown areas, they like got a bunch of shit. Like even like Chicago, Louisville, like all these other fucking states or their downtown, their counties or whatever. They have like a bunch of shit that you can walk to. Down here, you got Ballpark Village and that's it. But if you want to go like 3 blocks away, it's faster for you to jump in a fucking car to get there because they got all the fucking barriers and shit that you got to go down 5 blocks this way to get 2 blocks over this way.
Well, this was a business district, kind of like not like it was like a bar district.
Okay.
So it
was like a you said
like the Loop or something like that. It was a bar district or the Grove or something like that where it's walkable. But it's 2 o'clock in the morning. You see just fucking tens of people walking around, and I say that like 30, 40, 50 people.
I'll tell you what, that's how it was when I was in Chicago for the Cubs game, for Cardinal Cubs game.
Yeah,
they're like 1 o'clock in the morning, like there's a shit ton of people just walking down the street like it ain't nothing, and I was like, this doesn't make sense to me because at 1:30, 2 o'clock in the fucking morning, you're not walking in any fucking city.
And this wasn't in a nice area. Like the people that live there are like, you go 1 block off there, it's a bad area.
Right.
Like I went 1 block down from where these places were, and I went up to a gas station. I was like, this reminds me of a gas station in St. Louis. This is real nice.
Right.
But so it wasn't even a great area for all these people to be walking around there. But they're just like, I don't give a fuck. I'm like, this is amazing. This is great. It's nice living it's nice getting hardened by such a terrible city like this. Like street smart. So like anywhere else you go just seems like a dreamland because of the crime rate. You're like son of a bitch. This is amazing. You guys live like this?
Right.
You guys ain't getting murdered out here?
You ain't shooting at each other?
Like our street smarts is like don't walk the streets after like fucking 10 p.m.
Bro, my brother went to Colorado the same weekend I went to Kentucky, and he came back and he goes, dude, as soon as we got back the first night, our fucking window got busted out. I was like, dude, this city sucks, man. Like, bro, you were gone this whole time, you came back to a busted window.
I mean, we do have some good parts of our city, but we've got a lot of fucking asshole homeless people begging for fucking change, or they're probably not even homeless. They're probably just begging for fucking change.
And, we don't take when I say we, I mean like the local government does not take pride in our city. Like you go to Chicago, you go to Dallas, you go to fucking San Antonio, like their downtowns are gorgeous. All buildings are lit up, it looks neat. Even the shit towns we went to, like they're fucking like big cities I'm talking about, but like they take pride in their cities. Ours is just full of decaying buildings that are abandoned. And our airport, like out of everything that we need to do, the airport should be the number one thing that we should upgrade and be like, hey, look, no, we're not as bad as the news says, because like the people that don't even come here, they have layovers there.
The area that our airport's at is not necessarily it's not really a bad area.
It's not a bad area, but I'm talking about the airport itself. Just let's say you got a layover in St. Louis, you're going to somewhere else, because a lot of people just pass through. So why not make that's the first thing they see, first and only thing they see of St. Louis, and it is just decrepit. There's nothing in there. It's empty. You have to walk a fucking mile, and
our airport's come a long way.
It's so depressing.
In the last 15 years, though.
When was the last time you went there? It was depressing as fuck.
I was just there back in last November.
But as if you were going to be handed
Well, I'm saying in like the last 15 years, we've come a long way with our airport. Yes, it used to be fucking like it used to be like a rundown fucking mall that's closed up like fucking Crestwood fucking mall.
Well, it's like that
much,
now. You
a
go
lot of it's open.
when you got to go to a wing that has like one terminal.
I like it because it's easy to navigate.
Yeah, go to the fucking.
It is.
Go
we
to
have
the-
one of the easier airports.
Yeah, because it sucks. It's fucking. It's tiny.
Because like 90% of the
tiny.
shit's closed down.
Yeah, it's
but-
easy
So that
because
makes it
it's
easy.
it's a straight fucking line, and
Like, oh, okay, 25, cool.
I'll give you that. But like, if you're gonna hand somebody a picture of your city and go, "Hey, this is what represents us," you're only gonna see it for a couple minutes. Here you go, and you just hand them just fucking a decapitated or mall or whatever, a decrepit mall.
Yeah.
Like, why? Like, at least,
No,
it was last
I mean,
December.
if you want
At least put some nice paint on
anybody
it.
represents St. Louis, they give them the cityscape.
I'm talking
The stadium and the arch. They don't show them what's actually happening in the city, just the
the
tops.
Well, no, but
So you can't see the people.
What I'm saying is that you pass through our airport and you're like, wow, St. Louis does suck because
Oh,
you're
yeah.
judging it by what the airport looks like. It looks fucking terrible.
I guess.
Compared to other airports, are you
Well,
serious?
I mean-
Chicago
Yeah, it
has
does.
a tram.
Yeah, but that
I don't
hate
feel-
that fucking. See, I'm the opposite because I hate that place. It's too big. It's too obnoxious.
I get it. We
I
don't have to
gotta
make it bigger.
ride trolleys to find my
We
plane.
don't
I got
have-
20 minutes.
Go to fucking.
I'm like, I've never
Dallas's
been here
airport.
before. I got
That
20
place is
minutes.
fucking
This is
stupid.
bullshit.
They could literally just line
I
the
love
walls.
our airport because I can show up 10 minutes before my plane and go right fucking to it.
They could literally just line the walls with fucking TV adverts, and it would look better.
I mean,
To
you're
make
right.
it look.
You do walk down
I mean-
weird empty hallways.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fucking.
I mean,
odd.
but it-
It's like,
but
am I in the back room?
it's
But I
not
don't want to
as
spend
bad.
time there, and I don't have to because it's quick and easy. Maybe
No.
that's why.
No, I get
Yeah,
the quick
it's not.
and easy,
It's
but
not
just-
that bad.
So it's
that
so quick
thing
and
on.
easy. We don't get a lot of money, so they don't have time
Nobody-
to paint the
Well,
wall.
Why? But I don't understand why we're comparing Lambert to a St. Louis when it's not even in downtown St. Louis. It's like fucking 15 minutes,
I'm
20
saying
minutes
it's
away.
just a
But
representation
yeah, no,
of our town.
Yeah.
Because people pass through, they don't even stop. They don't even come to St. Louis to see it. They just pass through.
I don't think that has anything to do with how the airport looks. We're just a flyover state anyway because we're not really a major city.
I mean, we're in.
I think
we're
you
in
guys
the
are
mid-
missing my
Midwest.
point here. Is that
It would be more
But I'm saying
inviting if
it
our
doesn't-
airport
they're-
looked decent.
They're not going to have a layover here and be like, "Ooh, I'm going to come back here because the airport has a Bojangles in it."
No, I'm just saying.
Like,
you
there's
can
going to be
make
like,
it look better.
whatever.
I mean, if you wanted to,
People die here.
It's
I don't
not-
want to. I don't want to be here to begin with. How
I
long is
know.
my fucking layover? Get
well,
me
you
out.
could paint the pig and be like, "See, it's pretty."
Yeah.
You know, we're not that bad. It's just a fake like, hey, we're not as terrible as we seem, but we are. We're just like putting it up front.
What up, Underground Wicked Radio DJ Snickers? We did all right. Bitching about airports.
I'll tell you what. When I was in
Yes.
Chicago,
How are
I was
you?
talking with the fucking little Uber driver that was taking us to the game. And I'm like, I've noticed one thing about this fucking city of Chicago. And he's like, what's that? I'm like, you ever been to St. Louis? He's like, I've been there a couple times. He goes, we go to the zoo and shit. And I said, yeah, that's cool. I said, but where the fuck is your trash? Where the fuck is your trash at? St. Louis, downtown St. Louis has trash every fucking where all over the fucking streets. Where's your trash at? He's like, we have trash cans on like every fucking corner. And if there's trash, people pick it up and put it in a fucking trash can. I'm like, oh, so you guys are civilized civilians around here that you guys just don't throw shit on the fucking ground like animals.
Oh, just at me next time, okay?
He's like,
I was always yelling at me because I litter sometimes.
I wouldn't even. I forgot about you even doing that. I was just literally saying like, because if you go in downtown St. Louis, you see trash all over the fucking highways, all over the fucking streets. I mean, it's just fucking sick.
We too worried about murder to deal with trash.
I mean, I guess I get that too, but
Somebody's
Yo.
trying to shoot you, you just drop your cup.
my cousin got shot, so I'm gonna throw this whole fucking McDonald's bag out the window, you know, with all my wrappers in it, cause fuck 'em.
right.
Somebody's chasing you, you throw shit at them.
The police don't do nothing, so fuck this town. Like, hey, come on, bro.
You ain't wrong, though. It's,
Our police.
you
can't
wrong,
do their
but you
job.
ain't wrong. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you wrong for all the wrong reasons, and you right.
Right.
Underground Wicked, man. You know what? I miss going live and doing interviews too. But we're still going live, so you should do that.
We're just giving all the interviewees time to, you know, get stuff to talk about.
That's right.
You know, we're just getting them, you know, like, how was your entire career for the last 20 years now that we can finally talk to somebody?
Yeah.
You know.
Fuck yeah.
It'll be, dude, we're going to hit the ground running once we start back with the interviews. Are we going to do that in 2024? We got to make that a 25 thing.
It depends on the.
There is nothing in New York that I would even fucking want to go there for.
Book us a bunch of live events so we can sell merch at. If we had like 3 floats a year, Like the amount of love we got at the Tom Wood float.
Oh,
We
you
had,
must
like,
be a felon if you can't fly.
3 of them.
He said he couldn't fly. I'm like, you must be a felon. Sorry, bro.
See,
Felons can't fly.
you got to take the bus, fam.
Huh? That's the
I'm gonna
thing?
be standing at the
I mean,
Greyhound
not supposed
station.
to like leave their fucking country or state.
For real?
Well, it depends on what kind of
If you're on like,
charges you
probation
have.
and shit, yeah.
Yeah, but not just because you're a felon. You just can't get a job.
Dep-
I mean, if you get
depends.
banned from the airport,
Well, shit. Only litter where inmates are cleaning up and litter. Yeah, just don't litter on the highway that we adopt. That's really all I'm saying. If you live in Missouri. But yeah, if we had a bunch, if you book us 3 nice events, Dead Body Man, or Bondage Dead Man,
what did I do?
they book us 3 really good events where we get a
Oh,
lot
you
of
too
love and
scared
sell a
to
bunch of
fly.
merch, and then
Well, we
it'll
got-
be a 2024 thing.
I mean, there are already things like you can go to the Gathering, you can go to the float, you can go to Astronomicon. Boom, done.
We don't have.
We just don't get love from the Astronomicon crowd. They're
I
too
mean, you
good.
can go to Hollow Bleed.
We didn't really do too well at the astronaut at the gathering either.
Oh, yeah.
But
What we talking about? Places to go? People to see?
he was asking if we were gonna. I don't remember the question.
Oh, wow.
If we were gonna do something big for 2024, is that gonna be a 2025 thing? And I said, get us a bunch of nice events where we sell merch like we did at the float, and it could be a 2024.
No,
thing.
I was talking about doing interviews. I was like, are we going to bring the interviews back in 24 or is that going to be a 25 thing? And he goes, book some events. I'm like, what? I don't know your correlation here, bud.
We could sell a bunch of merch and make money and buy the equipment we need to make the show good again.
Well, you need to get back out on the road.
That's what
with-
I'm
with
telling
all
you
the
to
merch.
do it. What if I'm sick
I'm
of
not-
doing it
I'm
all?
not
It's your
doing
turn.
it. I'm not doing
I got
that.
the first 8 years.
I don't even-
You're next.
I don't even want to do the
You get
merch
the
when
next
I'm
8.
here.
I got you.
You ain't got to do it. You just got to find places where I can sell it. I'll still do it.
Yeah.
Put it up on fucking eBay. Sell our shit on eBay, bro.
I mean, I saw comics on eBay.
Brand new Dino T-shirt. You
Right.
can buy it for your kids.
Kids,
For
right?
$45.59 starting
There you
bid.
go.
Start throwing hashtags on Google and shit so that way it comes up in searches. Dino shirt. Boom. There it is.
There you go.
Buy little Jeffrey a fucking Replicon radio shirt just because it's got a cool dino on it.
Yeah, they'll do it.
Yeah.
I'll put it up there.
That's what I don't get about our merch is that like it's like so dope that you don't even have to know what the show is or support the show. It's a cool fucking
I mean,
shirt.
people love it all the time. It just doesn't translate to sales.
I mean, the new dinosaur might be a little scary for little kids.
Which one?
Well, but
The 8 legs or like the zombie?
The 8 legs. And the
He's
zombie.
scary. He's a dinosaur. He's a badass.
Yeah, but he's got big old sharp teeth. And
So
But they
does
like that.
So does baby shark do.
yeah, but
sharks eat people,
yeah, but
and they're
when,
real.
When you have a
are you
a
saying?
cartoon shark on your fucking
Dinosaurs
shirt,
don't eat people and they're not real?
Correct.
You gotta go. You're fired.
Yeah.
Show's over.
Show's
What are you
over.
talking about?
I pulled the
Dinosaurs
curtain.
don't eat
I
people and they're not real?
pulled the curtain too far back.
That's what he said.
I've
You don't
seen
think
Land of-
dinosaurs are real?
Well, then they were.
Were they?
Actually, they still are. So yeah. You ever seen a crocodile?
You ever had your asshole
Alligator?
licked by a fat man in an overcoat?
Nope.
Me neither.
No.
All right.
Show's over.
Speaking of that, speaking of what you just said,
Okay. Curious how
All
this
right.
correlates.
it correlates because I watched Clerks 3.
Oh, you did?
And you cried your ass off, which I didn't understand why.
Because he's an emotional boy.
But then I
True.
I sat back and I kind of thought about it, and I was like, I could see him crying here. I could see him crying at this part and this part and this part.
that was
I'm
the takeaway from the movie.
But it's
I mean, it's been out for a while. It's okay to spoil it.
okay. Well,
People fucking die.
one guy died. Well, 2 people died.
I mean, you thought one's about to die, and you get upset.
Well,
And then the best friend changes, and then he fucking dies.
yeah, I can
You
see.
kidding me? The goddamn main character of the movie for the last 30 years died.
Yeah, I'm sure you cried when Randall had his heart attack, and then died when Dante. Well, you obviously
And then it gets all
cried when he
fucking
died.
sad because they're like, I love you, man.
Well, fucking Randall's being an asshole. He's like, I'm going to finish my movie. Fuck this guy
He
that
was
just had a
good,
heart
yeah.
attack. I like the concept of the movie, but I didn't. I did, but I didn't. I didn't like the idea of Randall like, oh, I need to make a fucking movie. I think they could have done something a little bit better. No, little dog.
You need to get your feelings in check. You should have cried.
But I might have shed a tear when Dante was having his heart attack and Randall was spilling his guts out. I might have. And when he brought the laptop to the hospital and started the movie,
Yeah.
I might have shed
And
a
even
tear.
fucking Dante's fucking wife
Wife.
being dead. Like that shit
Yeah,
was sad when he like lost it.
I thought it was pretty cool when when he was visiting the grave or whatever, and she popped up. I thought that was cool, and I'm like,
Oh, she was a zombie?
no, it was a
Like
normal
popped out of the
person,
grave?
but
This is a ghost in his head.
yeah.
Oh.
But I thought that was cool that they thought about putting or making her a part of the movie instead of just like, oh, she's just deceased or whatever.
Yeah, that shit was like, that was a fucking cry fest, though.
Yeah, that puppy.
I could see you cried at the beginning when they're on the rooftop playing hockey and shit, like in the first one and all that when they were going back to their memories.
I mean, it's been a while, but I probably cried like 6, 7, 8, 900 times.
It was pretty good though. I was not disappointed when it was over.
You know what I mean? You're not supposed to cry that much during funny movies, but it wasn't funny. It was
And then
You lied to me, man. This
that
ain't
other
funny.
one that talk to me or talk.
Oh, did you
talk
watch
to me?
that?
Yeah, I watched
Was it
it.
scary?
No, I mean I didn't find.
Is that
it
the one about the
scary.
hand?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't.
I heard
find
it's like super duper scary, and I'm afraid to watch it.
I haven't heard anything about it.
I don't think it's that scary. I mean, it's
Talk to the hand.
Lily wanted me to go see some movie that's in theaters right now, and that shit, what the fuck was that called? It was from the same people that did like Get Out and shit. I watched the trailer and I was like, I don't think I want to go. It's like 9 o'clock. It was like 9 o'clock at night. I was like,
I'm scared.
maybe it was like noon or something, but like this is gonna be the last thing I see, and I'm already tired.
See a wicked radio.
I was worried. man.
really. Yeah, no, I mean,
Have a good night.
it was with the hand, like, so you hold on to they
Like a Ouija board, right?
well, somebody gave this dude a hand.
It
this
lives
hand,
is what it's called. It lives.
and you gotta hold on to it and then say, talk to me.
Everyone needs a hand to hold on.
And
to.
as you say that, like, people, like, they see stuff that happens, and then, like, when the person
dead people.
starts like really freaking out, there's a group of high school kids basically. So when the friends see the one freaking out or whatever, they take both hands and pull them apart, and then it's supposed to stops everything.
This just sounds like the whole monkey paw concept they
Yeah.
did all throughout the 90s. Like, oh, we got this mummified monkey paw that's haunted if you do this thing to it. That just sounds like a fucking recycle of that. It was always bad.
It was good, but
was
it
always
wasn't. It wasn't scary. I didn't think it was scary.
I don't like. We've already talked about it, but I don't like scary movies that are like spiritual.
Yeah.
Like I'll go watch Freddy, Jason, It. Like
Oh, you must hate the Paranormal Activities.
well, those are almost cheesy.
You know the first one's
Yeah, the first one, yeah.
first one's fucked up.
Like I don't, because that shit,
Haunted
that
in
shit,
Connecticut?
yeah, that
That
should
shit
have
was
happened.
wild.
That should have happened. It'll be haunted in Fenton.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then it's in my brain, and like they're, you know what I mean? They're out there.
They make ones that
They hear
like
me.
that
They'll
too.
come get me because it's, you know what I mean?
Right.
Where the
It's
whole
like-
movie they think it's a ghost, but it's actually them in their head. Yeah.
It's just like, you know how people talk about like The Secret and all that shit, like putting positive.
Yeah.
I feel like it's the exact same way for that shit. If I'm fucking thinking about the bad shit and thinking about evil spirits, all of a sudden here they come. Hey, Paul, heard you was talking about us. I'm like, get the fuck out of here, man. I don't fuck with you.
Yeah.
I only fuck with good. Like we're the good guys. At.
Well, then you probably don't want to watch. You might want to watch that in the afternoon.
No, I want
if
Blue
it
Beetle,
makes you
dog.
feel better, I literally
I
live in a
almost
house
watched
with
that.
an unpracticing witch, and it's full of fucking mirrors of dead animals and shit like that, and some haunted stuff, and it's like, there ain't nothing happening, bro.
Well,
I almost watched that Blue Beetle.
It's in your head.
But I ended up watching
Zombie.
Talk to me first instead.
Midian, I don't want this to get away from us. Breaking Billy Crystal news. Billy is going to be in an animated DreamWorks production of the popular video game character Rayman.
I'm surprised that's the one that they chose to redo.
And those are your crystal clear facts. I like it when he's here. I didn't want that to get past us too long.
Did I tell you I watched Black Adam?
You told me that last week.
Yeah, that was actually pretty.
Yeah, you told me
fucking
how much
good.
you enjoyed it.
Yeah, I was actually.
I did
really
too. It got so much hate. I enjoyed it.
I think it got so much hate because it's not your typical fucking superhero fucking movie. I guess.
I guess it just strays from the comic, which I never watched or read anyway. So
Yeah,
it didn't matter to me. I just watched it for a movie and I enjoyed it.
It was well put together. I thought it was pretty.
Which is the same thing I do with all the Marvel. Like people get mad at Marvel all the time, even though they're the biggest movies ever.
Yeah.
People still get mad about them because it's like not, they don't do it exactly the way they did.
Right.
But the way I look at it is, there's been so many like think about Spider-Man. There's 3,000 Spider-Man stories, and that's just Peter Parker, not all the other Spider-Men.
Right.
Just take Peter Parker. It's been rebooted this many times. There's been this, you know what I mean? There's Amazing Spider-Man, Spectacular Spider-Man, there's different, you know what I mean? And then someone else will come along and write a new story for Spider-Man. I feel like that's what the movies are. The movies are their own storyline.
Well, imagine this.
Some of them coincide with stories we've read because it's fun, but then they also
Have their own spin.
Yeah, they make it their own thing.
Now, imagine this, though. If you read a book and then they came out with a movie, and in that movie, everything was exactly like the book, it'd be a stupid fucking movie.
Yeah, I mean, some are.
Because, well, in books, when you're reading, you're going to visualize something different than another person.
Exactly.
So when that movie is made and it's everything that has to do with the book and it goes everything that's in the book, you're still going to hate the movie because it's not what you envisioned. So that's why they have their own, this is what the movie is about, the book is about.
Cynical.
So we're going to have that.
So cynical.
He's a dastardly man.
Right. Shows up, pops in, Marvel's for kids.
But if you got to make it into the book and into a spin into something different that happens in the movie versus the book to make the two different. Otherwise, people are they're not going to like them.
Yeah, I mean, there's some things where obviously you have to stay true to the source material.
Right.
It's popular for a reason.
And the storyline,
especially when it's like serious books or like shit that happens.
You got to add more shit in because sometimes a book is just so cut and dry.
But when you're talking about make-believe characters,
well, they also have to cut out a lot of details
make-believe
too, because you can't get as many details you have in the book.
For sure.
But I'll tell you what almost always fails is fucking video game movies. Anytime you take a video game, you're like, I'm going to turn this into a movie. It sucks.
I don't know.
I mean, most of them that I've seen.
Which one?
Look at the first Mortal Kombat. The first Mortal Kombat.
I do like that one.
I liked them.
I
think they all could have been better.
Yeah.
Don't do it wrong. They all could have been better, but I still liked them.
And it was good for when the time it came out.
The newest Mortal Kombat one was great.
I think there's the Rayman one might be better than the game because I didn't like the game. But like, if it was
Sonic movies are dope.
Well, I haven't seen them. So.
I thought they were going to be terrible. They're great.
Yeah. Well, the one
Mario is fucking fantastic. Both of them.
We're not talking about like recent ones.
Both of them.
I'm talking about the ones.
Both of them.
Yeah, they're both the first.
The first one was fucking great too.
Look at the first Super Mario Brothers.
It was stupid, and I didn't understand it. I didn't understand why it wasn't Mario. But at the same time, I didn't care because I loved it.
I loved it back in the day, and I love it now.
I did, yeah, I did too. Yeah, I didn't understand why it was like. I was like, this isn't the Mario. This isn't. Even as a kid, because I was pretty young when it came out, I was like, It's not right. But I like it. Like I still liked it. I didn't not enjoy it.
Well, the movie was
Dennis Hopper. I mean, he was badass.
I was like, why? I don't understand why they're different.
Princess Peach?
Toad is the one that weirded me out the most.
Yeah, Princess Peach.
But I still loved it.
The Goombas. I constantly. I think about that all the time when I see somebody real fat with a tiny head. It's like, oh, it's a Goomba.
I love it. We brought up fucking Sonic and Zitro shows up. Of course. Yeah, Sonic was amazing.
I have not seen.
There was some like
shows.
Uncharted. I think they did the crossover on that. Fucking sucked.
Is that the one with Spider-Man?
I don't know. I'm bad with names and stuff. Like
You know what fucking game they need to come out and make a movie is fucking Earthworm Jim.
That'd be dope.
That would be.
They talked about that.
That would be dope.
I mean, how funny? I mean, how funny
Earthworm
would that
Jim
be?
and Toe Jam and Earl were both either movies or shows that were supposed to be made.
I was mostly talking about the movies that were being made in like the 2010s.
What? Tell me one.
I just said I'm bad with names, and I didn't.
You have to name one at least, motherfucker. You put a whole goddamn genre down. You don't have one example.
Everyone. I just said Uncharted, dude.
That just came out recently.
Yeah, it sucked.
You just said not recent.
I didn't watch it, bro.
You didn't even watch it. He didn't even watch it and said it sucks.
That's how bad it sucks. He didn't even want to watch it.
I was gonna say it was like a Netflix thing. I saw it on Netflix. I watched it. It was alright.
They couldn't even make it.
What's
look
that other one?
to
What's the
watch.
one?
The fucking like the movies that they turn into games. Also, they suck.
Oh, that's a different thing. That's I would agree with that.
Maybe that's more what I'm thinking.
Movies that they turn into games, 9 out of 10 times is bad.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking.
I'd agree with that.
Yeah.
You might be thinking of. Was Resident Evil a game before a movie or a movie before the game?
It was a game before.
Before the movie.
Yeah.
Before like 8 movies.
Yeah. I feel like I couldn't
Also,
remember
they
if
have
it was
nothing to do with each other. Like I think the movies are standalone from the story.
well. The first one that
It is
came out was
Spider-Man.
supposed
it was
to be
okay.
was supposed to be like the game.
Superman is notorious back in the day in the 90s. The Superman 64 game is
I
notorious.
couldn't even
for
think
being
of it. I
shitty.
don't think I've ever played a Superman game because it's probably bad.
Most of them have been
But
bad.
I don't play a lot of games.
Yeah.
Not since I was a kid. So most of the shit.
I used to play.
The shit I played, the games I played when I was a kid became movies, and I love them.
A lot of the
And
Spider-Man
that could just
games.
be because I love
I used
those
to play
characters.
A lot of the
Batman on the
Spider-Man games suck,
Nintendo.
too.
Batman on Nintendo was the shit.
That was
Batman
a
really
good game.
hasn't come out with a
That
bad
was the
game.
shit.
That was a good game.
Yeah. So I'll revert my statement to say the game.
Uncharted was a decent movie too. It was the one with Spider-Man, confirmed.
Confirmed.
Whatever his name is, but yeah, it's Spider-Man.
I
I mean, it's not the best movie in the world, but it was fine. It's
Yeah.
like an action movie, just like the game. What's the one that just came out in the past year? The Last of Us. That's a great show. It's based off of. Apparently, it's like I've never played the game, but people are like amazed at how perfect.
Well,
it is.
like I said, they're finally getting better at doing crossovers from movies to games, games to movies. They're getting better at it.
So you haven't named one bad one, except for the
how
one you
many
didn't
did I
watch.
fucking name? How many?
You named one, and
I
you
just
said
said
you
I
didn't actually
reverted my
watch
statement to say the ones that they turn the movies into games.
it.
Right.
So we just
Superman?
named a whole bunch.
Superman was the only one you got
I
out.
said a lot
I
of the
can't even-
Spider-Man games, they sucked. A lot of the games throughout the 90s where they turn them into turn movies into games were fucking terrible.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was a badass game.
Fucking
It
Road
was-
Rash,
that was
a
too
terrible
hard.
movie.
I saw a meme
Road
about-
Rash was a game before the movie,
Yeah,
I saw a
it was
meme about
great.
the Turtles game.
and the
today.
game was fucking
Fucking-
fantastic. I didn't see the movie though.
I think there was a Twisted Metal game a long time ago that sucked.
No,
I think they redid
I don't know,
it.
I don't
though.
know about the movie, but I know there's a new. It's on Peacock. It's a Peacock series, Twisted Metal, and that
You bring that shit
I've
up
seen
every
the
week
first.
now. You
Well,
like
because
that.
he just talked about Twisted Metal, motherfucker. Are you listening to the show we're doing?
I was listening to you. I gave up on him.
But yet he's still yelling at me to name names. Name names. Where's the names?
But that Twisted Metal show,
that's why I
dude, is
stopped
fucking
listening, 'cause you
phenomenal.
I think they messed up on Evil Dead because yeah, sure it's a good game, but it doesn't resonate with the movie at all.
Did you say they messed up?
No, I said they
my
messed up.
it sounded like
No,
messed
it's
up. My
cracking in
headphones
my-
was going.
cracking
Might as
in
well.
I
Might
was
as
like,
well.
what the fuck?
Same thing.
Yeah, and the Texas Chainsaw Massacre they just came out with, and the Friday the 13th.
Is that bad?
one.
I keep
Well,
seeing people going on and on how great that game is.
The Friday the
it's-
13th game is badass.
What it is?
Well,
is
I
Well,
have
and
that.
the Leatherface that just
it's
came out.
it's
Yeah, I haven't seen that yet.
The replayability.
I don't play it, so I don't-
If you
I
have a
know.
group of people you play with, sure, you could. It's fun.
So you just don't like it because you don't have friends.
No, I'm saying it's so linear. There's nothing to do in it. It's you go in, somebody is the bad guy, and then you got to escape. There's 3 or 4 games now on major.
So it's like escape room, the game.
You kind of where you gotta do little puzzles and all that stuff. You gotta open locks and doors, and you gotta escape from the killer and all that stuff. But that's the only fucking thing in that game.
Oh.
So and it's
You're
different
not like
levels.
killing people?
The one of the people is the bad guy, and they
But
probably
you're
have
just killing your friends, and you don't
Yeah,
have
you-
and you don't have any
well,
friends.
you can
to
play
kill.
it online. You can play it online with people and all that
Is
stuff.
it-
But once you get too
But
many
there's not like
sides-
levels. You can't.
There's
not
no
like
levels.
Single player mode.
Nope.
What is the name of the game?
Well,
Is it called Leatherface, or is it called
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
It's Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Okay, so in the fucking movies, why isn't there more? Why in the game? Why isn't there more bad guys than just one?
Well, there's a
Because there was quite a few of them in the movies. There was like fucking in the first one. There was like 5 of them.
There's like
more.
2 or 3 of them that you can be that are bad.
Leatherface.
bad
Okay,
guys.
yeah,
it's
I
not
haven't
just
fucked with the
Leatherface.
game. I haven't fucked with the game.
Friday the
yet to know.
13th. There's only Jason. He's the bad guy.
Yeah, but I mean that game's phenomenal.
And then, but it doesn't have the length to play. All right. It was fun for what it was, but it's like I think they took the
I mean, are you
online
looking
play
to
away from it, and now it's
Yeah,
not a game.
Are you
It's
looking
not
to
a game
play
anymore.
more online shit? Because I mean,
I like story mode. I don't like playing online because there's too many people that cheat. There's too many people that
Yeah.
hack. There's too many tryhards. Like on the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I've seen videos of people playing the game where the Leatherface was so good. He killed them all in like 2 minutes. Like you get people that are so good at it. They're just killing you like when you go on Call of Duty. There's people that are only cheating and hacking,
Well,
but like
that
there's the mechanics on it are just like favoring you to die.
now I noticed when those games came out, you didn't have people cheating as fast. But it taking time.
Well, as people
for people to fucking mod and cheat. And
well,
shit.
with better computer software, better computers, and all that stuff, it's allowing them to crack open games that you couldn't previously crack open.
That's the next thing I was gonna say. Is I guess after you crack into one game,
Five Nights at Freddy's a recent movie.
It's probably pretty easy to fucking do any game then at that point.
I was speaking, Zitro, I don't know how far behind you are, but I was speaking about the movies that were made in like the 2010s, where they were just basically repeating every fucking movie franchise. They were just remaking everything. They were, and especially in the 90s, the movies that turned into games just sucked. But yeah, I mean, and that's the same way with Evil Dead. You got the spirits and stuff like that. They also have, I think, seven days to live or something like that. That's another one that's where there's a monster, you're in the woods, you got to escape. It's just a style of game that there's no depth to it. It's for me, that's just a fun little thing to do. Like, there's no depth to it.
So you just don't like those type of games.
I
just want an RPG, so you don't have to play with your friends.
I like story mode, and but I also like depth, where you can, if you're going to play an online multiplayer game, make it to where you can level up, but and do that. Don't do the same fucking thing every single level. Like, yeah, sure, if the first playthrough when you do all the levels is fun, like, oh, this is cool and new and all that stuff, but get that thing 6 months. Nobody's going to be wanting to play that because it's played the fuck out.
You're supposed to have ADD. You're supposed to be buying new games by then, fam. I'm trying to sell you games, not...
Yeah.
You ain't supposed to play that shit for 100 years like Mario. Fucking get on to the next one. That's just the selling point.
Yeah, but that doesn't make it a good game. It looks pretty. It's like this is...
It doesn't necessarily make it a bad game. It just doesn't give it longevity.
It's a very short game for fucking...
Short people.
Way too much money.
Oh, I agree with that. I don't even play it.
I mean, it's like buying a game for a story mode and it has one level. And the level takes 3 hours. Okay, cool, whatever.
That sucks.
Even the Call of Duty, their story modes suck, but it's still better than those games. As far as like, and I'm not a huge Call of Duty guy because the mechanics started getting so fucked up that you couldn't even go online without aimbots and shit like that to not die every fucking 2 seconds.
You say mbop?
Mbop. But yeah, I mean, I've played games online, and I don't like dealing with the toxic people. What that you got to do, like on Grand Theft Auto online?
Yeah, fuck that.
I mean, this is totally aside from the greediness of Rockstar.
It's because people suck so bad at fucking video games they have to cheat. Instead of trying to make themselves get better and play, they got to fucking cheat.
And then you got fucking kids doing it too, like little kids getting on their 7, 8, 9, 10-year-olds, like just cussing up a storm because mom's in the other room and they're just running aimbots and all that shit. They're hacking, and for what? Like, bro, that can't be fun. Like, you're literally you're just being a tryhard and ruining the game for everybody.
I mean, it's fun for them for a few minutes. I'm sure that gets old after a while.
But that I like to stick to story modes because of that, especially in open worlds. Like like Red Dead Redemption Online, like that had so much potential. Rockstar just kind of kicked it to the side. They were like, whatever, but people ruined that as well because you can't go anywhere without getting fucking quick scoped. And
I'm almost glad that I don't play that. I didn't play that game. I wanted to, and I never did.
Dude, Red Dead Redemption is probably one of the best games ever made.
For online play?
No.
For story mode?
For story mode. Because, I mean, if you like anything of the Old West and cowboys and stuff like that, you will love that game.
Cowboy, baby.
Cowboys and Indians?
Cowboys, Indians. I mean, there are Indians in there, but it's more in the age where the U.S. government has started killing most of them, and so, like, there's only, like, little pockets of them left.
Man, Columbus and the Pilgrims killed them, man. What you talking about?
I thought you were going to say Columbus in the building.
Yeah, they started it, and then once they started getting pushed off their land,
our government didn't kill them. Our government would never do that.
Fun fact. Here's a little historical fun fact. The worst school shooting ever was done by the U.S. government, where they had a school full of Indians.
That was Columbine.
No, it wasn't.
That's what they said was the worst one.
No, it was the American government. They went in and they massacred a school of Indians in their fucking reservation. Like hundreds, but we don't hear about that because that was back in 1903 or something.
Shouldn't do that.
Yeah, that was the worst school shooting.
That's true, man. Our government would never do something like that.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
That's probably true.
Our government takes care of the people.
Mm-hmm. And you know when that happened? Right after they took their guns away, because the government's like, hey, we don't think the Indian people should have guns. You should let us protect you. And they went in like fucking 2 weeks
Is
later.
that why they had bows and arrows?
I don't need no guns.
They didn't need guns either until they got shot by the fucking U.S. government.
I don't need no guns.
So that's a little fun fact.
Our government needs us. They would never kill people.
No.
Our government
It's just
relies
like
and depends on
it's
the-
just like in
on the
Mao. They don't
hard-working
like
folks.
indigenous people to have their own land and have their own culture that's outside of their ideas. Like Maui, they have their own indigenous people, and that's why they just let
Maui
it
Wowie?
That's why they just let it burn, because now they went in and they started buying up all the properties, saying,
Like
"Oh
Usher.
no, we'll take care of you," and they bought the fucking properties from
Usher.
people that have lived there for generations.
Why you think
Because they want to turn
They
want to turn it into resorts because it's a tourist area, and they want to turn it. And they were complaining too much, like Hawaii was like, "Hey, we don't want you to come here anymore because tourism is ruining our fucking culture." And they're like, "Oh, okay. Well, now Maui's somehow on fucking
you're dead.
fire, and all their fucking properties are getting bought up so they can make condominiums."
I mean, you
and
can't be part of the United States and then tell us not to come visit. That's just ignorant.
they don't want to be a part of it. They want to be their own people, but
Then their government should have said no. We're not doing that.
I mean,
we're
it's-
our own. We're our own.
when you
island.
have an oppressive overlord that won't let you do that, and you don't have enough power to
just keep
turn that
saying
away.
no.
What?
You just keep saying no. Our government would never hurt anybody.
You're right. You're right. They wouldn't poison our food supply or anything.
Never.
Nope. Or they wouldn't set our homeland on fire.
I don't know. I don't know
What
what
up-
kind of
what up
make
the real
believe
freak?
land you live in there, Tony. But our government is the most hardworking government, and they're all for the people.
That's why they need to take 4 months off a year for sure, with full pay.
Right.
That sounds nice.
Well, I mean, they work so fucking hard. You know, now anymore, they just need it for naps because they're fucking all old and geriatric. They should be in a fucking home. But yeah,
How about those?
the good old U.S. and A.
How about that
greatest
weather?
country in the world.
I was gonna make a comment. I forgot. Oh, I mean, you look at with what I just said, how sarcastic I was actually being. For those who don't know, I was actually being sarcastic. I know these fellas in the room with me know I was being sarcastic as fuck. But look if our government really is just as wonderful as I just
Ask him,
explained
Tigger.
just explained that it was. Our government slaves the United people. We are the only ones that work our asses off. We're the only ones that work 40 plus hours a fucking week. We all pay into fucking taxes 20 fucking times.
And we can't afford to live.
We can't afford this shit over here, but they make us work so hard and so many hours to take our money and then give it to another fucking country.
Bro, did you see that
We're the slaves of the world.
Did you see they sent over another like X amount of billions to
Yeah,
pay
like
their
$4 billion in
to pay
Ukraine
their
again?
pensions,
Yeah.
their civilians' pensions and retirement. Our country paid for that. Are you shitting me?
I need a pension.
They don't. You won't have one when you fucking retire.
I don't.
And you won't have a 401. Well, I mean, let's say you had a normal job. If you have a 401k by the time we reach fucking retirement age, I'll be fucking surprised because
Hold up.
they've already started stealing money out of it.
We're paying people to come perform. Fuck, pay me, motherfucker. I'll
It
come
literally
perform.
says we can't pay you. It'll be fun.
I thought it says
It'll be dope.
Come play October. We can pay you.
No, we can't.
That T
It's
is
a
very
little-
small.
It's this little tablet.
Yeah, that T is very small.
Tigger said put Zitro on the October 20th show. Fuck yeah. Come on down, buddy.
Yeah, you could stay at P's house.
It's fine.
There you go.
I got a couch.
Yeah, you can't find it, but yeah, you got one.
Damn. Easy. You might be
There's one
sleeping on some
upstairs.
comic
Oh,
book.
no, you can't get. No, those you can't. You literally can't get those.
You can't get to the
No,
ones
no,
down
no, no.
You gotta
I
sleep-
can't even. I
You
can't
gotta
even.
sleep with Graham Gam.
I couldn't even get to my overalls that are back there for the. I was gonna wear them to the float.
You got to stay in grandma's bed.
It's okay. She sleeps with her eyes open, so when you wake up in the middle of the night, she's looking at you. Don't be afraid.
Don't be
There's
alarmed.
another couch. You're more than welcome to stay there.
Grandma has her own room. You don't have to worry about
That's
it.
right.
I'm assuming she does. I was assuming it's P's old room.
It is.
Well, yeah, because you're downstairs.
You'll be broke by then. My son's birthday. All right. Well, they requested you, so I asked.
He was the tunnel in the basement. You just got to follow it.
But hopefully, we're going to this new venue. We talked about. I didn't even say anything about it, but yeah, the show on the 20th is a new venue.
So are there going to be strippers there?
Is it a venue
Sounds
or a
like
bar?
a strip club.
There's no strippers there.
I'm not going.
There is. They do like the scantily clad bartender thing though.
I might be there.
Is this a venue or a bar?
Yes. Correct.
It's a bar with a stage.
What day
Is it a
what day
venue
is
or
this?
a bar with a stage?
It's a Friday.
Two different things.
Yes. Correct.
What date?
Friday.
What date?
October 20th.
Okay.
Twisted is Friday the 13th. It pops, and then 1 week later is SON. And more to be announced.
So is it a venue or a bar with a stage?
Yes.
That don't answer the question.
Correct.
A venue actually has decent sound in it
I can.
and has more music than alcohol.
Well, what would you call 21 Rock?
I would call that a bar with a stage.
But it was a venue when we used it as a venue.
Sure.
They had a legit stage. It's not as nice as that place was, but
It's not. Well, people would stop getting us kicked out of places. We'd probably be able to do more shows.
You know,
in
we
the
haven't been to
places.
these places, but
Right.
we just keep getting kicked out.
Right.
we'll definitely bring Zetro hopefully next year for sure. Tigger, if he can't, if he can, or just go to Michigan and see him. He plays shows there, or come to. Is he doing Jaeger Slam? No, maybe he's not.
Wasn't he one of the ones on there? I thought he was on. I
I
thought he was on. He was either first night or second night.
Joe, I thought you weren't talking to her
Histio
no more.
was the first night. Zitro's the second night.
You're probably right. He should be on there. Don't know.
Yeah, he even just said he is. Yeah, he's on the second night
Come to Jaeger Slam. We'll be there. They'll be there. He'll be there. Everybody will be there.
at Carl's in what is that? Wayne County, Illinois.
No, Fort Wayne.
Fort
Indiana.
Wayne. Fort Wayne, Indiana. What did I say?
Wayne, you're in fucking ICP or something. Wayne County Morgue, late Monday night.
I don't. Yeah, no. Yeah, that's what it was. Fort Wayne, Indiana. Fort Wayne, Indiana.
The legendary.
What up, Ally Star? Joe, I thought you weren't talking to her no more.
What happened?
He said he'll get the
He
strippers.
said, I'll bring the strippers.
Oh,
I didn't know he was still talking to her.
That's and still don't want strippers, not fucking. Never mind.
You've seen her with the
Mama
little
said
whip
you
thing.
ain't got nothing nice to say. Don't say nothing at all. Well, I was. There's lots of directions that could have went.
Yeah.
is there going to be a lot of drugs at this
There
event we're
better not
having?
be any drugs at this event we're having.
We'll get kicked out again.
I ain't fucking
St.
going.
Peter's, they don't fuck around with drugs.
I ain't fucking going. I only go to shows with drugs.
Well,
I felt that. Me too.
I mean, fuck, if we're going to get kicked out, motherfucker, I'm going to make it well worth us getting kicked out. Fuck. I ain't going to let nobody else ruin the fun for us.
but yeah, Jaeger Slam. That's going on December 1st and 2nd. Carl's Tavern. It's actually New Haven, Indiana, but
Yeah.
Fort Wayne is.
Right there.
Yeah, Fort Wayne is St. Louis to Fenton is. Smalls 1, V Sinister, Skywatts, Mandy, Histio, J Villain, Valo, Double Homicide, Mr. Green, La Perp, HB the Grizzly, Misguided Bastards, MMMFD, Damian Quinn,
You're a misguided
Zitro,
bastard.
Bakelow, Troubled Minds, Forum, Michigan Misfits, Ice Giant, Clockwork E, Sly Till I Die, Bam Bam, the Voodoo Child.
Sly
I remember
Till I
doing this
Die.
just the last time with all the weird names on the
Yeah,
second
yeah.
bit. Deranged Brothers, Definition of Insanity and Knowledge to MC, and I think like 2 more have also been added to that insane lineup.
We had a straight edge Juggalo show one time. It was the Oklahoma Gathering. And it sucked.
It was no fun.
It fucking sucked.
I mean, it didn't bother me at all. I mean, we didn't get fucked with the police
They
at all.
didn't even let us do the T-shirt contest, man. It was dry T-shirt
They fucked
contest.
us that one day, and then we threw a bunch of shit over the fence, and they let us.
Yeah, they let us throw it over the fence.
They like looked the other way as we threw our book bags full of beer over the fence.
Yeah. They're like,
But then like the next day, they was like, whatever, everybody just take your shit in there.
yeah.
Not drugs, alcohol, but yeah.
But those were the people at the gate. That wasn't the cops or anything.
Replicon. You should go. If it's on your bucket list, you should go. Now's a good time. That's a dope-ass 2-day event. It's my birthday. It's Andy's birthday, the promoter. I told him to try to get Young Wicket, but that's not going to happen. It's already too big, but we could have a big birthday party. You should go. Straight edge juggalo.
That's in December. I'm going to try to make that.
December.
Do you remember?
I'm still waiting on my shit to come through.
You're what?
For my bag and all that. Hopefully I'll be better by then, but we'll see.
He needs his drugs.
I hope you'll be better by December, but we hope you'll be ready by now.
Right. Yeah, it wasn't supposed to be taking this fucking long, but
The great healthcare in this country is, just chugging along, just super fast.
no, it ain't. No,
Jugging along?
It ain't that.
Chugging along.
Jugging.
It's not that. I feel like if I would have stayed with the original referral from my neurologist, I probably would be done with all this bullshit.
Is that the one you told off the first time?
No.
Oh.
No. I went to my sister-in-law works for a neurosurgeon, so I was waiting to get into him. And as I was waiting, I was also had a referral down the street here.
From who?
My doctor.
Yeah, you always want to go with
the
the family referral because
Well,
my doctor will refer me to things, but she ain't even talked to those doctors. She just knows that they have a good reputation or something like that, and she'll go off of like, oh, this is the people I send to or whatever. So they just kind of work with each other. But like, if I have a family member, it's like, yeah, you should go to this doctor because they're dope. I'm gonna be like, I'm going to that doctor.
My sister-in-law works for a neurologist, so I was like, I'll probably get better care if I go see him.
Well, that's even more reason to go to that guy because that's her boss, and she's like, yeah, go see him because he's cool. That's even more like, oh, okay, this guy's dope.
So I did that.
Because she's not going to make extra money for referring you.
And then the original one that I was seeing, he moved down to Columbia, and then I got all my shit was sent over to another one here recently. And then that's the one I had problems with because I guess they sent them, my original sent them every fucking patient that he had. So they were taking on too many, and instead of doing an easy case like mine, they put me back over to the main office for this guy that took over for the original guy. So yeah, everything kind of got fucked up. But if I would have just went, now my doctor's pretty good though. She's not going to refer me to somebody that is horrible, and she's not going to do me wrong. But with that being said, like, I don't trust fucking doctors, but I do trust mine. And we built a relationship over the years for me to trust. And she knew right when the first visit I had with her, I thought she was going to tell me to fucking leave and never come back. Because when she came into the room, I said, look, I'm going to tell you right now, I don't like doctors. I don't trust doctors. I want no part of fucking doctors. I said, but I'm getting older now and I need a primary for my insurance and this and that. And you're the one, I guess.
I don't fucking like you, but here's the deal. I can't walk because now I'm old.
No, I mean, this was way before I had anything. I just went in for a fucking checkup and shit. And I was like, and we talked, and she's like, no, I totally get it. I already told her, I said, look, you're going to tell me I'm overweight, quit smoking, blah, 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 blah. I already know all this shit. She's like, the only thing I might tell you to lose weight, but I would never tell you to quit smoking. I'd tell you to cut back. And I'm like, okay.
I said that to my doctors when I was real heavy about drinking, when I was fucking real bad at alcohol. I was like, yeah, no, I know. This isn't the problem, though. It's everything else. It's like, no, it's definitely not this. And you know what? I cut back on my drinking. It was mostly the problem.
Right.
That's why I had body aches every fucking day.
But over the years of me going to my doctor, I also told her that I didn't like taking pills. I don't fuck around with pills. I don't want no part of fucking pills. And she understood that.
I'm the opposite. I'm like, bro, if this is going to fix what I need to be fixed, just fucking slap it at me, man.
Medicine never fixes.
It doesn't, but...
Never fixes anything. It just makes you feel better for the time being.
I'm cool with that. That's what I'm going to the doctor for.
If I'm broke, motherfucker, you better fix it.
Speaking of drinking too much, though, we're going camping. Aren't we?
Oh, yeah. We're going camping this weekend.
We're just going to cut off talking
we're going to...
Don't mind me over here. Don't mind me over here. I wasn't talking.
You were talking about drugs and he got scared. All right, let's go back to straight edge stuff.
I thought you were done. Finish your thing.
No, you know how he does. He gets all huffy and he goes, "Yeah, I'm not gonna fucking finish."
I thought you were finished because he was talking about something else.
I think I was still talking to you.
We were still talking about doctors.
Yeah.
And then you said, speaking of drinking.
Because he was talking about drinking.
Well, I had
No, I was
started the
talking about
conversation.
because he was talking about what he tells the doctor about, like, hey, don't worry about my fat,
Yeah.
don't worry about my smoke. And I was like, yeah, that's what I said when I was a real bad alcoholic. I was like, don't worry about my alcohol because that's not the problem.
But before P rudely interrupted us.
Jesus, P.
Tell me the rest.
Fuck.
That's it.
Tell them the rest.
We're not
I don't
gonna.
care.
We're not
Over the years, and this has been my doctor for the last 10 years, and over the years I kind of put some trust into her and put some faith into her knowledge, and I didn't listen to her this time when I probably should have. And I would have probably already been done with all this bullshit already. But in all fairness, I would rather go to somebody that my sister-in-law works for that knows is a good doctor and works side by side with him every fucking day. So figure that would have been my better option. But it's the people that work for him that's making this more difficult.
Bastards.
Son of a bitch.
Fucking family.
Son of a bitch.
Fucking everything up.
But yeah, speaking of drinking, what?
Family. They sure make me drink.
Yeah.
Do
Speaking
they?
of that, I think we're going camping this weekend.
We
So
are
we'll
going
probably
camping this
drink.
week. Yeah, we'll probably drink. But the plan is that we're going to ride with
Tell
them.
me about
So we're going
this.
to be squeezed. We're gonna be squeezed. in
Who's
with
them?
My,
I don't know anything about this except for you're going.
Oh
Well,
yeah,
it's the thing I go every year to.
I
And
should-
every year you're like, you don't invite me.
I should have figured.
I know
that
you
he
invited
wasn't
me,
gonna
but
drive.
It's the haunted float that
But
I've
you-
talked about.
just 'cause you
Should have
invited
figured
me and
P
I-
wasn't going to drive anywhere.
Oh no,
by
I
himself.
wasn't expecting him to drive because he would have had to drive by himself.
Right.
Because we tried to ride with them and they had a small
Who is
truck. So
them?
Andrew and Susan,
I don't. Who are these
my
people?
friends. I
Have
think
I
you-
ever met them?
Yes, I like.
Is that the black guy?
No, that's Robbie. That's Robbie.
Is it the guy? Is
Is
it
the
the
guy-
girl with the lip piercings?
The one that looked like a tackle box.
Who the fuck is that?
She's got a tall boyfriend.
I have no idea.
She might be a stripper.
I don't know.
Former stripper.
I don't know.
You have like 3 friends. None of them. I didn't describe maps.
Maybe that was like Amber.
There's
I-
maps.
Oh,
There's
yeah,
the black
that-
kid.
Was she,
And then there's
was
the-
she got a tiny head?
I don't know.
Big old tits?
Maybe.
No, I don't know.
She's got piercings on her lips and a really tall boyfriend
I don't know.
who looks aggressive but friendly.
I have no idea. I've never met any of those people.
You never go to any of his things.
You've been to like one.
Like
I've never been invited.
I've invited you before.
Is this what we're going to? Is this thing?
No, that's the wrong one.
Yes.
I think it's the right one.
Yeah, I think that's it.
You didn't do your homework either?
I just,
yeah,
I
no,
just,
that's it. Yeah.
I think you just invited me to be nice and did not expect me to say yes.
No, I
And
wanted
was
you
just
to
like,
say yes.
I'm gonna go.
No, because
And then I was like, I ain't got a tent. And I was like, I got a tent.
Yeah, it's in a blow up raft, but here's the thing. It's only like a couple miles, or it's a half-mile float. It's not super long, but it's like you go camping down in Waynesville, Missouri, and they have like activities going on. They have like axe throwing and stuff. They have like a fucking. Do they still have the? Yeah, they have the escape room, and you can see it right there on there. They have that stuff going on, but everybody kind of camps in the same little field. And at night they do like a haunted house type thing where like they'll get you on
Is that
like,
the haunted forest?
yeah, well it's like you get
But
on
then it extends to the campground, right? Isn't that a thing?
yeah, like they'll run around in the campground and stuff like that, and they'll terrorize people. One year it was hilarious because we saw like 4 actors like zooming by on a fucking 4-wheeler.
This motherfucker won't even
chasing
watch
the-
a scary movie at night, let alone go camping when other people are
They-
going to be
it's
scared
not
the
one
fuck
of those,
out of them.
It's not one of those.
It's going to
they're
be
gonna
great. I
drag
can't
you
wait
out
to
of-
hear these stories.
It's not going to drag you out of the tent. It's not going to be.
Don't tell them
exciting.
that. They might.
It might-
They
well,
might drag you out of
There
the
was a
tent.
place that does that. I don't.
Yeah,
but
no,
you
we're-
can decide not
I'm not.
to be a
I'm
part of such
not. I'm
a
not
thing.
that white. I'll shoot a motherfucker.
Yeah.
My fight or flight instinct is too high. No, you ain't
Yeah,
touching.
could you imagine if you're just in a tent, like especially the little one I bought that fits
Yeah,
one,
yeah.
the 4-person tent that's made for
Yeah.
one. Someone just comes up and starts dragging it.
Yeah.
Oh, fam.
Yeah,
Like either I'm crying or I'm whooping somebody's ass. One of the 2 things are going to happen, and I don't want to
Shit
do either
happened
one.
on Friday the 13th. Don't think it can't happen to you.
I mean, it could happen, but I want to pay somebody to
But
allow it.
That is
You know
dope.
what I
But
mean?
like you can have a campfire. You usually have a campfire. You know, we drink around it, and then when it gets night, we you hop on a hay ride, like one of the gathering fucking trolleys. With and then it takes you through the woods, and then like you got little haunted things going off in the
How
woods.
many of those are running?
Probably 3, I would say.
And you bring your coolers and shit on board with you?
You could bring what you can carry for real. Like if you had like backpacks and stuff, that's what you would be doing. You wouldn't
just leave
necessarily
that at your campsite.
Yeah, you leave it at your campsite. You bring your own shit. They don't, they have
Right.
like a food truck or food stand there, and they have a little gift shop like with some of the stuff there. It's like a campground type thing.
So they don't really condone the drinking outside the campsite.
Oh, they do. There's just no glass. You could drink. Like I usually take my tumblers or something like that, or you could drink throughout the whole thing.
Sure, but they don't. Is there going to be like? Do they have like bars set up? Like,
Nope.
Do they sell alcohol?
No.
Okay.
So you bring all your own alcohol, and you can drink it all the way through it, and but yeah, it's taking you through the wood. And for the people not listening, or for the people listening that don't know, this is like in the middle of fucking nowhere town. Like it's
P may not be riding with you anymore. He might be riding with Joe. Joe said, "Let's go."
yeah.
Joe ain't going.
But he said, "Let's go."
So they take you through the woods and all that stuff on the thing. Then you get off. I can't remember if they drop you off at the load in, or they drop you off at the corn maze, because the corn maze is part of it too, dude. Last year it sucked because they changed it, because the year before people were getting so lost in there that they would have to go in and get them out, because we got lost in there for like what felt like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Because there was like no ways out. And like we went through the whole.
Well, there's one.
There's one, but they had so many branches.
If I got that lost, I would just turn around and go back to the entrance.
You couldn't find it because there was so many branches off. Like it was fun. It was fun as fuck. Like I was having a great time.
You know what you do?
Until you run out of alcohol.
You take a little pad of paper with you and a pen, and then you just fucking draw where you're walking at. You made a left here. That way you don't get lost.
Well, that doesn't work when you walk into a cornfield and it's a big open area, and then there's like a branch off there, branch there, branch there, branch there, and then
it does. You just mark those on the paper.
It
and
is
this
dark
is
as shit through walking through this thing. This is in a field with zero lighting. They might have a light, like a work light, at the very end of the field. There's zero.
Is there like an actual haunted house thing too?
Yeah, eventually,
Sorry, Joe,
after you get out of the corn maze, it goes you up, and you go through haunted houses that are like, they're like in trailers and stuff, but like the way they do it is awesome. And then they also have an additional haunted house. I mean, the whole thing, it takes a couple hours. It's fun.
Is there pictures of all this up, or is that what you're looking at?
There's none on their website, at least.
You had the flyer. It's just a fun time, and you get it. You go into the load in, you get into like a typical float, because this is a float resort during the summer, and so they still rent it out during the week, but they're doing it for they do a haunted house thing once it gets closer to the season. So
that's pretty cool.
And
at
like
least they utilize the space that they have for
a half a mile float.
Just
seems like a weird waste of time.
Well, here's the thing: is that when you're on it, it's such a slow moving river. They don't give you paddles. Well, they do give you.
Do we get stuck like we would in like the Tom Wood?
No, this is an actual like float area.
They give
where you're not gonna. You don't have rapids. It's just a straight.
No, it's just a slow moving, still river, and you're slowly paddling down. And they have actors in the water and shit, and they have things going off on. They don't have a lot of things going off on the shore, but they do. But it's a.
Do you know who Dexter is?
Dexter, Missouri?
No, apparently this Saturday Dexter returns, which is when we'll be there.
The character, like the
maybe
it's some scary.
Dexter's
it's a clown with a chainsaw. That's all I can tell you.
That'd be awesome. But no, like you're just. The thing is that like it's just a fun time. You're drinking, you're going through the woods, doing spooky shit. You're camping there. You hear the fucking screaming and shit. Oh yeah, I talked to that guy.
That's Dexter.
Yeah, I guess he wasn't there,
that dude.
Yeah,
you have to be at least 8 to go. So I guess it can't be that scary. 9-year-olds can handle it.
It's fun. It's a lot of fun.
Well,
it's not like a.
That's
well, you're gonna be testing yourself.
Yeah, you're right. That's about my limit there.
It's not the McKinney Manor or whatever. Like it's not like super fucking scary shit. It's all fun. Like the camping area, the like where they have the food trucks, it's all lit up, and like you see the smoke, and you hear it's just fun to be in that environment. Hear the fucking haunted.
So we go there. So let's just tell me what we're doing.
Okay,
let's act like we're not on the show right now.
Okay,
and we're just like, okay, what's the plan?
Pretty much the plan is I'm probably gonna come swoop you up, and then we're gonna go up to North County and meet my friends. We're gonna probably leave
like in the morning. You said?
Probably like 10, 11. It takes.
How far away is
You're gonna come all the way out here and then go all the way back up to North
No,
County?
I'm just gonna swing up 270. and
So
pick
you're just
him
gonna
up.
make a circle.
It's because because our friends are driving. Where I'd rather them, I go to them instead of having them come to me.
I understand, but wouldn't it make more sense? I mean,
You could drive up. Drive up to North
not
County.
to get him to go anywhere, but it would make more sense for him to go up to you because you're right by North County.
He's in South City.
I'm in South.
I'm in South County.
Yeah, and he just hops on
Then we're going to
270 to the
North
city and go
together.
halfway
We're gonna hold
around.
hands and shit. We're gonna, you know what I mean? We gotta have some alone time.
We're
Well,
gonna
he's got
be
a wife
squeezed in a
going.
back seat. So
Him and his wife are going to be picking you up. There's no alone time.
Well, I get to be. I'm the fifth wheel on this one.
yeah,
Dope.
yeah, because they're
That'll
a
be
couple.
real
They're a
fun.
couple. But
Joe said he'll go by himself, so
I
you
think
might
they're
see
having
him
people
there.
come too. Alex invited a few people that I don't think they're coming, but
Maps doesn't go.
we didn't invite them.
Oh.
I mean, it's not for any particular reason. It's just this is the first year we've
not
started.
his thing.
It was it's not his thing, but we also you don't want to hear somebody bitching about everything the whole fucking time.
Then why'd you ask P to go?
He doesn't really bitch a lot.
This fucking driving sucks. Can we stop?
We're
I
not
gotta
going to
pee.
fucking Colorado.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, your friends are gonna be pissed on the way home. We gotta pee every 10 minutes.
We're going like an hour away or something, right? I don't know how far away is this. It
it's-
can't be far.
It's a couple hours.
So we're gonna get there like what, like noon or something?
Yeah, noon, 1, 2-ish.
And this shit doesn't even start till the earliest thing starts at 6.
Yeah,
So we
well-
just set up.
Yeah,
and
but on
go.
the way,
just
even
set
an
out,
hour way home,
start-
you're gonna stop fucking like 8 times.
Yeah, don't do that.
I'm
yeah.
not gonna stop and pee once if it's a couple hours. Hungover P has to pee a lot. Okay.
I guarantee you stop at least 3 on the way home. In an hour. What is it, an hour? You looking that up now?
We
Is that
don't know.
long? Where's it at?
Waynesville.
Waynesville. It's probably about an hour and a half away.
Well, if you're on a bicycle, it's 12 hours and 24 minutes. We'll call it 2 hours if you don't stop. It's
Hour and 45.
It's an hour and 49 minutes right now, but
Yeah.
but
So-
we don't really stop on the way
So
home. Or
2
the way
hours-
back. We
two-
kind of just truck it through.
Well, 2 hours with P on the way back, you're gonna stop at least 3 times.
Don't do that because they won't ride with you anymore. But yeah, this is their normal shit that they do.
So we get there and then what happens?
We get there,
We just set up. It's just normal camping.
we set up normal camping, and then we'll probably get some wood, and make a fire, kind of.
Who's gonna set up P's tent for him?
It's a real
Joe
fucking good
ain't,
question.
Joe ain't there to do it, so who's gonna do it for
We
him?
better start reading the instructions now.
He ain't gonna have a fuck. You ain't gonna have your tent set up in time.
We
You can
got-
get there at fucking 12 and still wouldn't have it set up
Well,
before
that's
the
not our
first thing
problem.
started.
That's not a problem.
Oh,
But
Dead Body Man will help you, I'm sure.
fuck you. Yes,
I'm bad at the man. I'm bad at man stuff.
It's fine. It's not. We still need to go get our tent because we have that massive one that takes a half hour or 40 minutes to set the fuck up. We don't want to fuck with that again. So we're gonna get one that's easier to set up.
Oh.
And
I mean, the one I have says it's easy. It's probably not.
you probably just got to run 2 poles.
It says you don't have to do any. It just says to take away from the poles. It's clip can snap. That's what it says.
Click
That's
and
what the
snap.
fuck it says.
What's it clipping to?
The poles that are already in it. Like
Yeah.
they're supposed to be inside
Yeah.
of it, I guess.
Click
already.
and
What up,
snap.
mud digger?
That's what it says, bro.
I didn't know this was fucking
It also
Legos.
says 4-person tent, and then it says fits 1 queen bed.
Yeah, not at the same time though. I was like,
Right.
it's a queen mattress in no room. You got to get ready outside.
It's fucking insane.
But there's
What
usually
up,
there's an
bud
inverter that he has there. Hopefully it's not broken. That
A
like
what?
you can a power inverter, so you
Oh,
can
really?
use an actual plug. But if you can get a cigarette lighter plug, do that. But I haven't confirmed the
Oh,
the
yeah,
converter
P's
this
gonna have
time.
no electricity.
Yeah.
Wow.
Usually we have some type of electricity, but that's it saying his power inverter is working and he got another one. I haven't confirmed
Well,
that.
that's just the car, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually need to
like
find that
in
out.
the car, you mean?
Yeah, you plug it in your cigarette
I
lighter.
have one of
and
those. I have
take
2 of those actually.
A power inverter
Hmm?
that like puts out
Is that where
like
mine went?
1,200 watts or whatever.
Is that where one of mine went? That I
Oh.
bought for us to go on.
Yeah,
trips
turn,
and
and,
leave
and so
it
you can
car.
plug in regular shit. It's got like 4 or 5 outlets on
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
I got 2
Yeah,
of
but
those.
you got tiny ones. These are like you need like 600 or 800 watts, I think.
I don't know what they are.
400 watts. Well, yours is so small they don't even put the fucking watts.
Well,
on
one
there.
small one has like a big amp attached to it.
Oh, maybe. Well, that's a bigger one, probably.
But it's, I mean, yeah. I thought you were talking about like a generator that's like outside of the
no. We didn't have a generator.
So are we just doing the hayride, float, haunted trail, haunted house camping?
Yeah, we're doing all the stuff. We might do the
Or we're
axe.
doing all the other ones.
I might do the axe throwing.
Is that all included, or
No,
is that
What?
extra?
it's extra, but it's only like $5 or $10.
Have you ever
It's not
been
a lot.
axe throwing? Have you done the axe throwing around here, like at the places they got here?
No.
I've only
Axe
axe thrown
houses?
once in my whole life.
It's fun, but like if you get it for an hour, you don't need an hour. Like 20, 30 minutes, you're like, okay, I'm done.
Well, this one is, this one is like, oh, you get so many throws or something like that. It's not like you're renting a lane because they only have a handful of lanes there,
Okay.
and I mean it's fun.
Yeah, no, I mean it's fun, but like I said, like when you go here, you pretty much rent it out by an hour, by the hour, and they don't do like half hours or nothing. They do hourly, and you have the minimum's an hour, so you have to. And when I went, I was like, okay, this is cool, and I threw axes, Chinese stars, and knives, and I was like, okay, I'm done with this shit.
Yeah.
And there was still like fucking 30 minutes left for us to do shit.
Yeah, you're supposed to be like buying beer and shit at those places and like hanging out.
Yeah,
You don't buy beer.
That's
They don't
more
sell
like
beer
Top
there.
Golf type
Oh,
thing for
most
axe
of them do.
throwing. That's the
It's a
activity.
BYOB.
This one
One
is
down there
like,
in Valley Park, BYOB, bring your own beer.
oh, it's $25, and you might get
Yeah, because this one it's $35. You get the float, the maze, the haunted house, the haunted forest, and the haunted house, and the tent camping. And then for $75, it also includes the axe throwing, the escape room, and the paintball on top of it. Or you pay $25 a piece for those if you want to do them.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you just pay the $75 and do it all?
I don't know.
Oh, let me,
That's if you're gonna do this. That's what I'm asking. Are we gonna do paintball, axe throwing, and escape room? Or
let
is
me
something more of the
ask,
cool
because
stuff?
we haven't quite clarified everything. I just kind of go with it. We were talking about it, but this has kind of just been like a, hey, you going this year? All right,
Yeah.
you riding with us? Cool. Like we haven't gotten
No,
down
for
to the
sure.
nitty gritty details because we've done this 3 or 4 times, and
I know. That's why I'm asking because I've never done it,
yeah,
and it's in 4 days.
yeah. It's not a difficult thing. You just need whatever you need to camp overnight.
So
with.
it says these.
So we bringing like food and shit. Are we gonna have? We gotta like cook?
Yeah. I mean, you could buy food there. They have a food stand there that has pretty decent food.
Yeah.
These say all other activities are going to start at 6. Right? All other
Axe throwing and
activities
escape room start at 6. All others start at dark.
Okay, so axe throwing is going to start at 6, and then you guys are pretty much going to get started about 7, because that's when it starts getting dark around then.
Yeah.
So they ain't bad. So you got an hour to fuck around.
I mean, I'll
before
probably
the
just
other
gonna do the 35. I don't need to throw an axe.
Yeah.
But wouldn't you want to shoot paintballs at fucking zombies?
I mean,
We're not doing it.
I mean, maybe, but not really.
No,
I could do that at fucking the darkness if I want to.
Yeah, no, we're just probably
Escape
gonna
room might be something, but
we're probably gonna do just the basic. I mean, and honestly, you don't have a whole hell of a lot of time. Like
it seems like that's a lot of stuff, and then the rest we just like get to hang out.
yeah, it's gonna be hanging out.
Yeah, I
and
want to sit around by the
Now is
campfire and
this
drink beer.
Friday?
and-
Is this
Yeah,
Friday,
that's
Saturday?
what we're gonna be doing.
Friday, Saturday, come back Sunday?
It's just Saturday.
We're just doing Saturday.
Oh, okay.
And in all reality, we don't have to camp, but like, why wouldn't you?
I mean, it's only 2 hours away.
Yeah, but I mean, by the time
Well,
you get done with
if you're heavy drinkers and you plan on just not coming back, then yes, that's a reason not to
Yeah.
drive back. because you
also
wanna stay and
bedtime
drink.
is 10 p.m. Bro.
You're gonna be up later than that.
You can't drive.
Not
back.
in the
You
woods.
can't drive back. I
Bedtime
know.
in the woods. Is
Yeah, if you're
different.
in the woods, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you stay up.
Like if you stay there, but if I have to drive back, I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah, we
fuck,
gotta go.
fuck
Yeah, I'm
this.
tired.
Like if the sun went down,
These people have like a big vehicle.
yeah, he has a new pickup
Okay.
truck, crew cab.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know how tight it is because I haven't seen it. He just he told me a little bit ago that he has
Do
got.
they
a new
know you
truck.
got to fifth wheel?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Let me message him.
All right.
Oh no, yeah, he does. Because I was asking him. I was like, "Hey, will he fit?" And
He's big.
he's like, "Well, it'll be tight, but I don't have to worry about it because I'm driving." So I was like, "Okay."
I'm more worried about stuff.
Oh,
But I
no.
guess he's got a whole truck bed.
He's got a bunch of room. He said because last year his truck was fucking up and we had to take the wife's SUV and we were stuffed in that bitch and yeah, it wasn't.
I remember
fun.
you said that you weren't gonna go with those people again because it was all kind of fucked, and then when they were being like, I don't know, they were being a couple, I guess.
No, that wasn't. No,
It wasn't that
That
the same
wasn't, that
one?
wasn't me.
Okay.
Yeah,
It wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
It was you. It was
Somebody probably said that, but I didn't say that.
Or no, I'm sorry. They did. You said it fucking sucked on the ride back. There's no room, and you said we won't be doing that again. If they say they're taking that, we're taking our own because you guys had all the shit.
Yes,
That's right.
yes. I did say that we would go, but not with that. But yeah, no, it's a fun time. You know, go hang out around a campfire, go do some spooky things in the middle of the woods where there's literally no fucking light. I'll be bringing it. Well, I would say I'd bring a headlamp, but no, that's frowned upon.
Headlamps are frowned upon?
Yeah. But I mean, unless you have like a red light or something like that. If there's good moonlight, you can see in the corn maze, decently. But
you're not supposed to see, right?
Right, yeah. And I loved it when we were just walking in circles in there because I mean I was having a good time. I was fucked up. I was like, yeah, this is fun. There's not a whole lot of actors that scare people in the maze. There has been, but last year they made it pretty linear. Which I hope they kind of find a middle ground here and like, all right, make it to where it takes a while to get through it, but also make it to where you don't have one path.
Yeah.
Because last year it was almost like one path the whole time, and you just walk through it in 10
Are there
minutes.
fun people there?
Yeah, it's usually fun.
I feel like a corn maze would be no fun unless there was fun people in there.
The people we're going with, we always have a fucking blast.
Yeah.
The fucking first
I want to like bump into someone and be like, we're lost, man!
The first fucking year, the whole float, I was in the front, Andrew was in the back, and we were countering. He blames me and I blame him, and we just fucking did circles down the whole fucking river.
Now remember, P, this is for all ages, for kids as well.
We don't see a lot of kids out there.
So make sure you're on your best behavior around the children.
We don't see a lot of
I don't
kids
know what
out
that
there.
means.
Watch your mouth, maybe not drink and not
Absolutely
get
not.
fucking blitzly drunk.
No.
Come on, I've been there 3 times.
Nope. Keep going.
I'll just say.
So is it
Be respectful
for
of
a half
others.
a mile float though? We're not really preparing for a float trip though, right? Do I need to bring like water shoes and shit? Or
Typically, I mean,
do we get in the water? Am I in the water?
Bring stuff that like if your feet get. No, we're not. Typically, they bring it up on the thing and you step in there, and then unless there's water that's been splashed in there. I think they try to dump it out. But
you
like,
should probably bring water shoes. Anything you probably should bring your water shoes and wear those.
I would just bring normal shoes. Just be prepared to maybe change your socks or something. As long as they can get wet.
Your shoes are probably gonna get wet. I'd bring your water shoes. I know how particular you were with tennis shoes getting fucked up.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Okay, well
so I would bring your shoes.
I mean, bring shoes that you're fine with, possibly.
But I don't want to walk around everywhere else in those things either. You know what I'm saying?
No, but after you get done with the float, though, you just go back and change out of them.
But you're fine wearing your normal shoes. What?
So. How does the float work?
The float, we're just in the boat floating down the river, and it's just part of the haunted house. It's not like the event, it's just part of it where you're,
so then you get out and you walk more, or you go.
Yeah. Most of it's walking. You're not gonna. Don't think of it like we're bringing a cooler on the boat and we're gonna be on there for hours. No, it's not that. It's part of the attraction where you're just in a boat floating down a river. Because it adds a different level of spooky. Because it is so dark on that fucking river, you cannot see fucking anything. And there's a lot of spots where you cannot feel the bottom, like with the oar. But then the river's just pitch black. You could see enough to where you could see the tree line and you could see the water barely, but you can only see like a certain channel of the water.
Yeah.
And it's pretty wide.
And they're scary guys.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, make sure you wear your finest Jordans you have.
Right.
But even on float trips, he's in the middle. Like he doesn't hang out.
But I still end up in the water. My feet and my body gets wet. I end up in the water.
No, unless there's been stuff splash in the boat, you're not gonna have to deal with water. We typically stay dry.
Oh. Like what is it? What's the Tom Wood, like 13 miles? This is a half a mile, so it's like I don't know what to expect.
But when you're in the moment and you're having a good time, you're sauced up, like it's fine. Like it's not like I'm in the boat.
I'm trying to.
It seems a lot further.
I'd be fine if it was longer. I'm just trying to. I want to be prepared. I don't.
You're probably on the river about 25-30 minutes.
Yeah.
Depending on how slow you're going. Like you see the other boats.
I gotta bring a backpack or something to put booze in.
But the creepy thing about it is that the water's pitch black. It's dead silent. And you just hear.
Being in the water would freak me out because then I don't know what's touching me.
Yeah, you see other boats sometimes off in the distance, and it's just full of people. And like it's fun. It's just a fun experience. But
I don't.
It's
doubt
not
the fun
like
part. I
it's
just
not.
want to be prepared.
Yeah. It's not a typical float trip. It's a haunted house with a water ride. But bring something to if you have a cooler backpack,
Is
bring
this a
that.
haunted float?
Yeah.
So there's like people in the water scaring you and shit?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. They'll you won't see them. Like they stay under the water.
Well, I
and
mean,
shit.
you'll see them when they scare you, though, right?
They usually
They pop up.
Well,
and
I don't want to ruin it. I don't want to ruin it.
That's not. I mean, of course.
Yes, that's of course what they're gonna do. But they
So they're
talk.
gonna be hiding on the land.
They
and
had
they're
one
not
guy
in
in
the
an
water.
alligator suit last time, and I was like, I
Fucking alligator.
yeah, I was laughing the whole fucking time by it while he was trying to scare us, and I was like, bro, I would be fucking shitting myself if there was an actual alligator in this fucking water. I was like, yeah, no, that's clearly an actor, but if that was an actual alligator, I'd be like, that's the fucking scariest thing out here. Jesus fucking Christ.
Or even just someone holding like a lifelike looking out. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm fine with that. I'm just saying a wild alligator when my foot's in the water, I don't think so.
Yeah, no.
When I'm in an inflatable boat, I don't want that. I don't want that.
Well, if they do this again next year, it might be something I might be interested in going to.
Yeah, and it's not too. You're not like hiking.
I would probably go this year, but with my condition right now,
Yeah, that's
not gonna
a
happen.
lot of. We just started really inviting other people because like the first couple of years it was just.
I mean, you don't have to invite me. It's on the internet.
Well, no,
I can
no,
look
I'm
it
saying.
up.
I
It's
mean,
on the internet.
obviously,
I
I
can
would
look it
rather
up.
you go with us.
Right.
But
I got you.
No, it's something we do every year with this couple, and like they eventually invited some of their friends, and we're like, oh shit, let's start inviting other people,
Yeah.
because we weren't sure. It was kind of exclusive in the beginning, and now
Sure.
we're inviting. This is like the first year that we've actually invited people.
Are you guys like swingers?
No,
Okay.
they were, but we never were involved with them. I don't know if they still do that or not. But that's
You don't have a +1 on your side, so you wouldn't be able to hit it.
I'm just saying the way
He'll be a support.
the way he presented it was like, well, I wasn't sure if we were allowed to invite other couples.
You know how
Well,
you do shit with friend, like a certain
Yeah,
friend
you
or
got-
whatever.
you got
That's
a
just
certain
kind of
couple
like
you do shit with. You don't know if it's okay to invite other people.
yeah. And it wasn't like we started out to be that way. It's just kind of like it was just a us thing, and we were like, all right, like, let's invite other people because like we don't all really know a lot of people. I mean, you said I got 3 friends. That's about true. I just don't do a lot of shit with people. But so yeah, this is like the first year, and you say every time I talk about it, you're like, well, you should fucking
yeah, no,
invite me.
I remember that first year of the float.
Mm.
They did this. It's the first time I heard about it, and we were gonna go, and me and Joe were gonna go.
Oh, to this?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I think we just forgot because we did like 5 floats that year because it was the only thing you were allowed to do.
Yeah.
And then life reopened, and I was like, I don't want to be outside again.
Yeah.
Like I still, like, as much as I enjoyed it that year, I can do other things now.
Well, yeah.
So I started doing those.
'Cause I can do the fun stuff again.
Yeah. So I started doing those. But yeah, maybe we'll have some footage or something.
Maybe.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I never really record during haunted houses because they frown.
I
upon
don't
that.
mean like from like the camp.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Who knows?
But yeah,
I'll say that.
I think they have some friends going, and then we're bringing us, and then we invited some people, but they didn't. I don't I say that the missus told me she invited one person, and it's like. She reached out to this guy that she's known for a while, and she goes, "Yeah, you and your wife should come along." Blah blah blah. It's kind of a couple thing. It's not like a couple thing because you're going, but
It changed
It
the world
was
for you.
Yeah.
It was a couple
Well,
thing
it was.
until I got involved.
But no, you can bring friends too. I'm just saying it's not exclusively a couple thing because you're not a couple. But she invited him out. And
I am though.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
are.
I am.
She's like, "Hey, you and your wife should come out and blah blah blah." And he goes, "Yeah, that sounds like fun and shit." But my wife left me in April. I was like, "Oh, all right, cool, that's fun."
Yeah, we don't need 2 boys coming
That's right.
because I'm a couple by myself.
Oh, you'd be a blind date.
I'm trying to look at your friends list to see if I can figure out who your friends are, but I can't.
Why?
Oh well.
That's kind of creepy.
Well, I'm trying to feel like who I was referring to earlier.
Oh, you're talking about that person. I still not entirely sure who the fuck he's talking about.
I have no idea.
I'll look at one person and it might be the only one that comes to mind, but she wasn't there with a person. Was that her?
I don't know who that is.
Well, obviously you don't. Obviously you fucking don't.
Is that the person that's going with us?
No.
Oh.
No, I thought you were looking up the thing you were talking about earlier.
I was.
No. Here, I'll show you who's going with us.
I think that's what you should have done at the beginning.
He seemed like the way he said it, he was like looking for the person that he was talking about with the
I
lip rings
was.
and all that stuff,
I
not
was.
who we were going with.
Right.
Because I already told him it wasn't that
That's
person
also
with the lip
true.
rings.
Yeah, but I wanted to see who it was. I wasn't for my own. What'd you do this week, Rue? Anything?
Didn't do anything.
Hell yeah. That's dope. I ended up going to a concert.
That's not true. What the fuck did I do? Nah, I didn't do much.
That is true.
Those two.
Well, they look like swingers. He does. I can see it in his eyes. That guy wants to fuck you.
Well, he's got a lot of pent up, energy because he was a virgin when they got married at the adult age, or when they got together, and he was.
Wow, what a weird life.
So he got to.
That's all I need. That's all the information I need to know about.
She
anyone.
wasn't, but yeah.
Got married as a virgin, as an adult.
I mean, they were having.
Swinger.
I mean, they were having sex, but that's this only sexual partners from my.
That man was like,
understanding.
"Ooh, I like this. Can we keep doing this?"
100%. He came into. he turned into Thumper.
Yeah.
Once he got his dick wet, he's like, I like this.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I think that was Dead Body Man was at Paramore.
I was at Paramore. Who I don't. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Why
'cause that
was-
video just went up.
Oh yeah, I was at Paramore because
Everybody was commenting how bad it was. I wanted to tell you so bad.
Yeah, I saw it when I clicked it on.
was like,
How
here.
bad
Yeah.
the video was?
And how bad you
Just
know
how
how
bad
people
they
watch
were.
a concert footage and they're like, the crowd sucks. Wow, this concert's terrible. But yet you were at the concert, you're like, no the fuck it wasn't. Like you weren't in there to hear 30,000 people singing one of your favorite songs. Like you don't. The whole fucking catalog that you enjoy, fucking 35 other thousand people are like just fucking making the whole floor shake.
Yeah.
Like, you don't feel the vibes in there, so I just let it go.
Sounds like you should take your children. Who has children? Sorry, I just saw that comment.
Yeah. No, I'm not. He's just saying in general. He's saying, oh, it sounds like a baby.
We have thought about doing that, Alley Star Growly, but we can barely do this right now. Once we get new equipment, we might be over there too.
There was a fuck ton of emo chicks in there. I felt like I was back in high school because everybody was dressing like
Mr.
that.
Green, I am a virgin. I believe that. You date children. You should be.
Damn.
You this man investigated.
How can you say you claim that you're friends with this guy, but you dog him an awful lot?
Just for the one mistake he made. That's it. That's what friends are for.
How's it
It's not a mistake.
That's what friends
how's it a
are
mistake?
for.
Yeah, but
I want to talk about this. How's it a mistake?
I'm not going to go.
If he's
this
happy-
is not Replicon material.
If he's happy, she's happy, then it's not a mistake, right?
We don't even know if those
age
things
is
are
just
true, do
age
we?
is just a number, Paul.
I mean, they seem happy
I'm
when
joking.
I
I
see
don't
them.
advocate pedophile.
When I met
pedophilia.
them, they seemed happy.
Well,
But she's not. She's of age. She just can't
Legally,
drink.
yeah,
She
yeah.
can't just drink. She's like 18,
it's
19.
not of drinking age, that's for sure.
Yeah. And she looks young, but she's not actually factually young.
It's okay though. He's a virgin. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. They don't.
We're not talking about his love life. We have a concert on October
You
20th.
bring her up every time, like, oh, that's why you have sex with children. A child over there. It's like, Jesus Christ, man. First of all, it was kind of funny the first couple times, and now it's kind of like you're really hammering into the
Right.
fucking dirt.
It just comes up.
Yeah, Taylor. Nobody like you, P.
Just
Bitch.
so sassy.
Probably not how they said it at all, but that's how I said it.
I mean, she still lets him hang out with you. That's got to be a plus. I mean, fuck.
That's
I mean, if I was,
That's the fact that you just said that is the reason we can't have this conversation.
Oh shit! You got her kicked out of the club.
I got who kicked out of a club?
It's like I've never got you kicked out of a club.
Did I get her kicked out of a club?
Probably for like this is a child
She not
over
old
here.
enough. She wasn't old enough. Or
Fucking
something?
child. Look at this person who can't order beer because they're too young. Going up to the bartender all drunk. You know that fucking child over there? Jeez.
I mean,
That short man is having
told
sex
on
with
her.
that child.
I told on her.
I mean, you are pretty ignorant to that girl for no reason.
Well,
Other than she took your buddy away from you, and you don't have anybody to go wherever you want to go to hang out with at all.
I'm not
times.
having this conversation because then I'm actually going to be a real jerk to her. And I'm not. I don't want to do that. So, like,
Oh, you are a real jerk to her, though.
no, but I actually would be if we had this conversation because then I would just start telling the truth. And
What
I'm
would
not
be
going to do that. I'm just
what's
gonna be
the
nice.
difference?
No, Ali Star, we don't all. It's not like we're all like, oh, we have to protect this girl or anything like that. She's a nice girl, and it's just something that like you really.
It is mass hypnosis. You're right.
You're saying to your friend that is clearly in his what is he in his 30s or something? I don't know how old the man is. He's in 20s, whatever. But like he's clearly old, of age, and she looks young, and you're just like you're going around saying shit that is like awkward in public. Like, hey, bro, like
Getting people in trouble.
you're gonna get somebody in actual trouble because you're making these jokes. So like every time we're out in public, so it's not like we have to defend her of white knight honor or whatever. But it's just like hey, we're more trying to keep that guy from getting in fucking trouble.
I honestly think P is lucky that this guy doesn't have a violent bone in his body or like really care. I think he would he probably would have beat the fuck out of P a long time ago if he did.
Probably. He'd be like, hey, man, I know I wouldn't like it if somebody, every time we hung out in public, like, multiple times, be like, oh, you're with a child.
Right.
I'd be like, bro, come on, man. You need to knock that shit the fuck off, man. You don't get me in
Maybe
trouble.
you should just
It's a
stop
good-
being with a
it's a
child.
good
then.
It's a good thing that he has the personality that he does have, because otherwise I think we would have been going visiting P in the hospital
Every time I do something
Or at
wrong,
the
you guys
fu-
want to tell me. Why
or
you
at
get mad
the
at me?
funeral home.
I'm not getting mad at you. Just like,
I'm just saying.
I ain't
like
mad at you at all.
But I'm just saying, if I was doing
well, you say it every
Just
time,
me.
multiple
like,
times.
only when it comes up, I didn't. You know what I mean? Like,
When you're standing in front of him.
I mean, a man said he was a virgin. I just gave him good. Thank God. That's what you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I gave him a good reason for it.
But I don't know. You got to be mean to her every time.
It wasn't. I was just.
Y'all are kind of mean to her.
Well,
I mean, if you guys were at a show and she showed up, you wouldn't say, "Hey Taylor, how you doing?" I wasn't gonna say her name,
I've
but
tried
she's
that a
already
few
in here
times.
talking.
Shit.
I've done that.
But you can't leave it at that. You have to
She
throughout
dislikes me way more than I dislike her. I promise you.
throughout
wonder
because
why.
you're an asshole to her the first day
She's
you
an
fucking
asshole
met
to me
her.
first.
I doubt that.
No, I was
First
not.
time
You were probably fucking drunk at the show
No. Oh yeah.
and was
I
ignorant to her, and you probably don't remember because you just were that fucked up or that didn't really give a fuck at that point, whatever. And then they started dating, so you were already pissed off at her. So yeah, she's gonna be pissed off for the first time that she probably met you. I'm not sure how it went down, but I'm sure we can do a call in and have this person call.
That might be taking it too far.
But yeah.
That-
So we can get both sides of the story, but we
Yeah.
don't need to do that right
it's
now.
not. Yeah. No. It's fine.
But you can't.
We
just
might be mending a
leave it at
friendship
that.
here.
You
We're
just
not
can't
calling
leave
you
it
out.
like,
We're
oh
helping.
hey, how you doing?
Helping what?
We're helping mend friendships here.
I hope you enjoy the night.
Whose
Leave it at
friendship
that.
was unmended?
At some point before that night is over, you have to be a dick to her. That's every time. Every time.
Why did you ask me that question of whose relationship was unmended? We were really talking about two people that like one fucks with her and then the other one's like, yeah, I might not like this guy.
Yeah.
Who the fuck are you listening to?
I don't know.
Alex does that shit to me. She's like, well, when does this happen? I need dates. I need notes. What movies? What movies are you talking about? It's like, Jesus Christ. I don't take notes. I don't have paper. I don't write this shit down.
I don't either.
And I can't remember names. He ain't my friend. See, I get it. It's fine.
P just hasn't grown up in the sense of abling to have a decent conversation with somebody or somebody's significant other, however you want to put it, and being nice. There's always got to be something added on, either later on that night or right then and there.
You got some deep-seated hatred for me, Rue.
I have no hatred for
You're
you.
always like, this motherfucker always does
because
this,
you always talk shit about her. Do you not? You
just said in general, like the whole world. I can't talk to somebody's significant other.
Well, because I've witnessed it numerous of times.
That's what I'm saying. Apparently, you got some.
It ain't. I don't.
Whatever.
It ain't hatred. It's just what you do.
I guess.
If it was hatred, you wouldn't be here right now.
I guess.
I'm not saying on planet you wouldn't be in my house right now.
He kicked me out as a friend one time, and
That didn't.
It did happen once. You're like, I can't, man. Get the fuck out of my house. This gal's like, okay.
Can't with you right now. Yeah, I'm not trying to talk about people's personal business on Replicon Radio, unless it's my own.
Yeah, it's fine.
So this is why I'm not having this conversation. So you just go ahead and talk about all the things I do, and I'm not gonna counter them.
I'm not. I'm just. That's all I had to say.
We got off track.
You just aren't very nice to the gal. That's all.
We
Plain and
got
simple.
off. We
You're
got
not
off
nice
track.
to her.
I was worried about Green getting in trouble with the law. That's all.
Don't get in trouble
Breaking
with
the law. Breaking the law.
Yeah. It's like, hey, Mr. Green, why don't you come have a seat?
Law one.
Take a seat.
Why don't you take a seat here? Why do you have M&Ms in your pocket, huh? Why do you have a bottle of Jaeger in your pocket, huh?
Don't worry about,
What
don't
you
worry
planning
about
to do
that.
tonight?
Pokemon and Jaeger. Jeez Louise.
Sneezes Louises.
I don't know what that is.
I don't either. It just felt right.
Sneezes.
I felt.
There you go. Shout out to Mr. Green.
Poor guy.
That's what we were trying to say. That's what we were trying to say.
Yeah. Well, as always, we get off track pretty fucking
got
easily.
distracted.
Yeah, very easily.
Distracted by distractions.
Yep.
Going off the rails of a crazy train.
So we're just gonna have
See, now we're
camp and
talking
have a
about
good time.
language. Yeah, we're gonna go camping.
We're gonna go camping, and we're gonna have a good time.
Camping.
Have a good time.
Are you preparing yourself to hold his hand for when he cries?
No, and to go back.
I don't know how scary this is gonna be, but like I know,
don't
like
know.
7,
It's
8
for 9 years old.
I
It's not gonna be
understand,
that
but it's
scary.
you might. You're afraid to watch a fucking movie, P. A movie.
That's different.
Something that was made and created by Hollywood. That's not going to happen to you in
This
real
is
life.
going to be in the middle of the woods.
You could die on this trip. Like, you could die in real life. One of these fucking
You don't think I could
actors-
die in real life because some scary fucking demon comes through the goddamn hand?
No, you're not going to know.
I'm
A
holding the
demon,
dead
no.
guy's hand in my house all by myself and
No.
the demon's possessed. Yeah, I could die.
No, I don't believe in demons.
I'm
but
more
I
like,
don't-
well, then that's why you don't understand.
You're
why
more
I'm
likely
scared.
to die on this fucking camping trip by one of the actors going fucking psycho and just start fucking killing people than you are a demon coming
You
and
could
attacking
get possessed
you.
by a demon. That could
is
happen.
true.
Like,
Which is why I don't want to watch movies about demons and have demons in my head. So stop
Hey,
talking about demons.
Hey there, demons. It's
Let's
me.
talk about nice things like beer
Yeah,
and float
boy.
trips. We're gonna go have beer on float trips. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna have laugh and have a good time, and eat s'mores.
there ain't gonna be no relaxing with you.
Why?
I don't know, because
We'll
his
have
bedtime's
chairs.
at 10, and you're gonna be bothering him to stay the fuck up, and
He's
he's
not
just
going to
gonna
bed at 10. He's not at
I
home. We
won't.
already discussed
Yeah.
that.
He just wants to hang out with his wife and his buddy's wife and buddy, and
Well, they can have their pineapple and
they just want to hang out and relax. And you're gonna be like, "Come on, we gotta go over here. Let's walk over here. Let's go see what these people are doing over here."
I mean, you do that.
it's a lot of walking.
What do you do at the gathering?
Sometimes there's a lot of camp.
There ain't nothing going on at 4 o'clock in the morning, but people are partying at the campsites. Let's go to their campsites.
I don't think
and
there's a
everybody's
party tent at
sleeping.
this thing.
I mean, there's people out having a good time throughout the night, but it's not like we typically go to other campsites.
No, but people are gonna be like,
Yeah, it's not
passed
juggalos.
out. People
Yeah.
are gonna be passed out and
They're
sleeping at like
strangers.
This is
at
not
like
a juggalo
11
event.
at 11, 12 o'clock at night. Then P's gonna be like, "Fuck, it's too early to go to bed," and then he'll be bothering everybody else to stay up.
I mean, usually we go to bed organically. We don't get fucking shit canned. But, I mean, we be drinking.
P, you're going to the wrong fucking party, bro.
It's really.
Yeah,
You're
really.
going to
It's Tony talking about not drinking.
Right, but
Remember when he used to not drink every fucking week
But-
with a cooler full of liquor?
But he's gonna get
Now the
wasted.
beer.
He's gonna get
I haven't
drunk
drank
and
this
pass
week.
out early, and then you're
I'm
gonna
just
still
saying.
want to go.
There's been many times this man walks in here with a whole cooler full and it leaves with an empty cooler and says he didn't drink tonight.
That's not true. I don't fucking do
Yeah,
that.
you used to do that all the time.
No.
So not getting shit canned means I'm gonna be passed the fuck out and he's still gonna be drinking.
Maybe. Maybe it's possible.
And I have a private bedroom.
I haven't even thought about what the fuck I'm gonna drink. Honestly. But on beer kick.
Make sure you take a big cup with you.
I'm gonna
B.
take a lot of fucking edibles. That's what the fuck I'm gonna do. I'm probably not gonna drink that much because I'm gonna probably be taking mostly edibles. Because I fucks with that.
Do you guys actually know about the Juggalo drama shit when you go to a show? Generally, no.
No,
And we generally don't know about it when we leave either.
no, not
Because
until
we're not a part of it.
not until we get on Facebook and be like, "Oh fuck, did you hear about this?" No.
Every
Sure
year at the
fuck did.
gathering, I hear about all the bad things that happen at the gathering. And I'm like, I was fucking in the middle of all of this and didn't see one bad thing.
Right.
Didn't have one bad time. Didn't have one friend overdose. You know what I mean? Like none of that shit happened to me because I don't fuck people.
Yeah.
I don't fuck with fuck.
I mean that's true. Like your
Yeah, I
company
mean, I
is who you
guess.
keep. So those people that you hear
And it's not like
bitching
I'm
and
fucking. You
complaining.
know what I mean? Like you went on and on and on about how fucking shitty I get. I'm fucking wasted. I'm not
Like-
out there
like
not
that.
partying. Like
That's a different person.
I mean, you.
Like, gathering P.
yeah, but I'm still not. But I'm not those people.
No,
Right.
no.
You know what I mean? Even a bad time at the gathering is because I fucking fell and busted my knee.
Yeah.
Not because me and fucking Rue OD'd and never made it back.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's not even something that would happen.
Yeah.
Ever.
No, we might get drunk and crash a car or something, or get
The
hit
only
by
time I
something,
ever
you know.
even remember anything about drama ever happening at the gathering was that one year we were worried about CPN. And as soon as we saw him, he rolled up and was like, "What's up, guys?" And we were fucking friendly. There's no reason not to be.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't too worried about it, but
But I'm saying
I mean,
that was the closest thing
yeah,
to any sort of drama,
that-
we didn't know what was
we
going
were
to
gonna be
happen.
part
That's
of-
what we were
yeah.
talking
Yeah.
about. We didn't,
and nothing happened because
And I wasn't worried
We're
about it because
fucking
we had conversations with that dude outside
people,
of
yeah.
that too.
we don't like drama. We like to have a good time and then be amongst good company.
Yeah.
You know, we don't want to be worried
Well,
about.
there
like,
might have been that one time we might have thought Fuego might have started some shit only because of one of the other guys.
Yeah,
that used
but
to
he
be
was
a
cool as
member,
shit,
but
too.
Yeah, because he knew we weren't shitty people. He only knew that.
So the
one
two
was a
times
shitty
we
person.
almost thought we might have had drama is basically because of somebody else's drama,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah.
who we were accidentally associated with because we gave people the benefit of the doubt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Ali Star.
But out of everybody, I mean, that's not a bad track record.
He and I don't really. All we do is really just drink. That body man, he'll drink and he'll do his little edibles or whatever. But all P
I'll
and
do
I do
drugs.
is drink, and that's it. We don't smoke weed.
Not
We
like
don't
that.
do nothing.
Not like gathering drugs, though.
We're pretty much straight edge fucking people. For
Last
sure.
time I did that, I
I
spent.
mean,
the
I don't
night
give
in
a fuck if you want to
fucking
smoke
medical
weed.
tent.
I don't give a fuck about that. You want to do a line of coke, fine, fuck it. But I don't. You pull out a crack rock, some meth, and some fucking heroin. I'm taking off. I don't want to be I don't want to be around that shit.
Yeah. Nope.
Free child play. I still never got my free hamburger. I don't know what that means.
I have no idea. Well, like the Boston Juggalos and the Colorado Juggalos, man, they like fucking drama.
Yeah.
Like that whole Axe Murder Boy clique back in the day. They did the whole scene up there.
Oh,
all I
way
hear
back.
about is fucking drama up there. Not so much anymore, but that was a problem area. We don't have that problem here in St.
Fuck
Louis
yeah.
because they just don't show up unless they're the Lost Ninja Clan, and then it's the whole concert.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Those
they're
guys
good.
are cool.
They're good people. Though. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't really have much of a juggalo scene anymore in St. Louis.
No.
No, not really. They all moved,
Yeah.
Smart.
Yeah, people.
or
got
they're
tired.
just not part of it anymore.
Oh, I grew
Yeah,
out.
they moved
I
and
grew
they
out
grew
of
up.
that phase.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I used to listen to them in high school, but I grew out of that phase.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I might be growing out of that. Not necessarily growing out of that phase because I'll still go to the fucking shows and shit. But I feel like it's. I don't know. Maybe it's just that I've been doing shit and listening for so long and being a part of it so long that I'm just adapted enough to it to where I don't see it as much as I did before. Maybe it's just like, oh, this is just the way. Maybe this is just the way it is now.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's same here. I mean, like, I don't go to a lot of shows anymore because I feel like I've done all that shit. Like I want new shit, but all it is just concerts. You know,
Yeah.
there's only so much jugging I can do. And I was already a bad juggalo in the first place, so it's like, fuck it. But when I'm in that environment, I like it, and I'm just the old fucking crotchety juggalo that just walks by and I'm not whooping. Fuck you, I'm not whooping.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I'm just so far into the phase that it's just normal to me. I don't recognize it as much as I did when I first started into the phase back in when I was fucking 15 years old.
Mm-hmm. It's like the OGs that they're not gangbanging anymore. They're sitting on their porch talking about their gangbanging days.
Right, I guess so.
Yeah. But they're not out there doing it.
Yeah, I think that's more or less what it is.
Because
I still enjoy going to shows and shit.
I think that's supposed to say paper mache. I don't know what it
actually says. Is that Poppy Mac? What the fuck? I can't see. There's a fucking heart over that. I can't see it.
This is an alien Poppy Mac.
Did you see the alien Poppy?
Hey, Poppy, you see the alien Maki?
Maki?
It's alien Bukaki. It's alien Bukaki.
What the fuck you just say to me?
You see that alien paper macaque?
Like, I know I'm too old to be going to the gathering and staying out there until 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the fucking morning. Like, fuck that. When everything's done, I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
Then you have to stay there for 24 hours for 5 days in a row. It's never over.
I mean, when the night ends, I'm ready to go
Oh, the
back.
paper mache.
That's what I said.
I didn't hear you say that. I heard you say the Papa Maki.
I said that too.
Yeah, I saw the aliens that they brought out, and I don't know, DNA tests. I love how just a couple weeks before that the U.S. government was like, yeah, aliens is real for real, like for sure they're real. And then like a couple weeks later, in Mexico, a couple people are like, yo, bro, we got some mummified aliens now that you're talking about it and shit. We're not going to be crazy. And they turned them over to fucking Mexican Congress and shit. And they did testing on them, and it's organic life forms. And like 30 or 40% of their DNA is unknown. Like, we know all the DNA strains in like the world. Like everything on this planet is made up of the same type of DNA because that's the creatures that we are with, with the water and our ecosystem. That's how we're made. So to get something that has 30% or more unidentified fucking DNA sequencing is insane. That's clearly not of this planet. Like, there's nothing on this planet that has that DNA that like we haven't found yet. And I mean, I wouldn't call it paper mache. They look like paper mache, but I mean, the United States government was like, they heard that and they're like, no, bro, we don't believe that. They ain't real. No, they ain't real. We need to test it. We need to test it. We don't believe you. And it's like, bro, you just said aliens was real. Like, the fuck?
I don't mean that one is though.
There's two of them.
I don't listen to the fucking government.
Well, yeah,
they're so full of fucking shit and trying to get people to believe whatever the fuck they say.
There's been scientists that have tested it, but the United States government wants to test it. Like, to be like, okay,
I didn't hear about anybody official tested it besides the people that presented it.
Yeah, I mean, but I thought
because I could present something.
I thought the
to
Mexican government had people tested it. I thought they did.
Do you really think aliens are that stupid that they're gonna get captured by us?
Well, this one was one was 1,500 years old, and the other one was like 500, 300 or 500 years old. So
who told you that? Our government?
The people that tested it.
How do they know?
The U.S. government says we don't believe them until we can test it.
Well, I mean, that's fair, though. They want that
information. The Mexican government tested it. I'm just saying. I'm going face value here.
You can't trust anybody's government.
I know that, but it's fun to be like, yeah, sure, why not? Like, if they turn out fake, all right, whatever.
You definitely need more. I didn't even see the Mexican one. I'm just saying, regardless of anything, you need more than one.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Like the whole,
especially people that aren't working together. So it's like if Mexico and if USA says Mexico's liars and Mexico says US is liars, and they both say that's a real alien,
yeah,
then I'm gonna believe it.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? If they say you're a liar and they say let us test it, and they won't let you test it, then you're not letting me test it for a reason.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
come on, man.
Yeah, I haven't heard why they haven't tested it yet. But I don't
maybe
know.
they're just waiting because they're going to test it. Once they test it, something's going to come loose, and that's when we get the next.
I'm not saying that there's not another life form out
there
somewhere. There has to be, but
yeah.
This winter,
aliens.
I mean, it was like the whole Hitler's brain thing. The Soviet Union is like, oh no,
MDMA.
The Soviet Union was like,
Earth is not gonna find a fucking alien. I can tell you that right now.
No, I don't think they're that stupid unless they're like sick and fall out of the fucking aircraft.
That's not even possible because there's no gravity up there, so everything floats.
I mean, when they're in our atmosphere, there's gravity. But I don't
They
know.
don't get sick, man. They're higher being.
The whistleblower said that we've at least encountered it once or twice. They had like beings there. Well, I mean, they said biologics or whatever. So that could be like just alien, whatever the fuck. It could be cellular.
Yeah.
But
I don't believe it. I don't think aliens look like aliens.
Probably not.
What do you think they look like?
What if haunted
Well, I'm
souls?
saying like we just made up a
I was
pretend
behind you
alien
the other
character,
day
and then all of
in
a sudden
traffic.
there's a pretend. Now it looks like that.
Right.
Oh, bro.
I was
No, I
behind.
agree with that.
I was behind haunted souls in his
Where?
little Jeep.
Haunted Souls
Jeep.
Paranormal.
I didn't say anything because I was out delivering.
You're wearing the shirt right now.
I know.
Look at that. Dude.
Yeah.
Fucking, that's crazy.
Yeah, wearing
Yeah.
the Ghostbuster shirt.
That's dope.
Bustin' makes me feel good.
If you just like moved your arm, their logo would be up. Look at
There,
that.
there it is.
Look at
Haunted
that.
Souls Paranormal. Go check them out.
Yeah, if you guys are interested in
Can you
doing
see it? Can you
a
high enough?
Mhm.
Okay.
a
Yeah.
ghost investigation or
Kind of
a
looks like a gorilla.
what
This.
if you guys are
Maybe.
looking to do a ghost investigation, you guys can hit up Haunted Souls Paranormal, souls with a Z.com,
It does kind of look like a gorilla.
and hit
like
them up, man.
Like when you don't look at it
Yeah.
properly.
You can go check out our video. We have a video up. We did an investigation with them guys, and it was a hell of a good time. It was fun,
It's true.
and we learned a lot of stuff.
Ali Star, we might seriously be in the Matrix or like a simulation. That's fine. My thing is that whoever's listening to me, I'm fine with being an NPC. Just give me more money so I can be a fun NPC. I can make way more fun content if you just give me a little bit more money, and I don't have to worry about this stupid bullshit.
Right.
I'll be fun. I'll be fun.
Did you see this weekend? Twisted did their haunted Hions.
Their new cover.
No, their paranormal investigation.
Uh-uh.
They invited 100 people to come out. Everybody had to buy tickets.
Oh, so they seen what we did, and then they were
You
like,
think?
"Oh, we could probably do something like
yeah, they
that."
all went to like this Eloise Asylum in Michigan.
Ooh, Haunted Souls. I don't know if you heard it last week.
Yeah, we
last
definitely
week.
need to get on your podcast for sure.
But I went to Bobby Mackey's 2 weekends ago when I went to go to Kentucky to see Danzig. I went to Bobby Mackey's, did their little their haunted tour. It was just the weekend one. That's only basically a history lesson. But it was fun. It was fun.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm down to do
Yeah,
that.
Prozac's ghost thing is pretty fucking cool too.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's still doing it. I know he
Oh yeah.
was. I
Oh
don't know
yeah.
if he
He's
still
huge.
is.
Oh, he's a TV personality now.
He's like a superstar.
Yeah, he's
bro.
on Travel Channel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He's got his own show. I don't know if he's done with seasons or if it's come out yet, but I know he was doing his own show with that girl that he does shows with, the psychic or whatever.
Yeah, definitely. If you guys want to do an investigation, hit up Haunted Souls Paranormal.com, souls with a Z. And they got a list of places that they're attending to and different dates and stuff. And you guys can just pick one out and hit them up. Tell them you want to be part of it. And get your purchase your tickets and have a good time. Have as much fun as we did on ours.
Have all the fun.
We would like to do another one.
Yeah.
I had a good time with it. I learned a lot. I actually believe a little bit more now than I did before.
Yeah, I'm down. If I didn't already have a trip planned or something last time, I would have went. I was sad I couldn't go. I was like, this is bullshit.
Yeah, I think you would have had fun.
Yeah, for sure.
It was
and the
neat.
old lady the old lady definitely wants to do something.
I was there to get that.
It was neat, actually. It was.
Well,
I
well,
think a lot of it for me was like being able to explore an old building.
That's what for me. That's what it is. Because the Bobby Mackey's thing was built in the mid 1800s, and it was building on top of building, and it was changing to different shit.
Yeah.
And I just love seeing. I love old structure stuff.
Yeah,
I
I do too, and I like hearing the histories behind it.
And that place has a fucking crazy history. It's cool because in the it's a bar. It's a honky tonk bar, and in the basement they have it looks like a little shed.
Dunkin' Donut.
Imagine if you built a building on top of an old western town general store or whatever. I mean, we're talking a lot smaller, but
I already have a vision because I'm pretty sure that's what my parents' old bar basically kind of
Yeah,
was.
and
It was a bar and then an apartment upstairs.
now this is all run down.
But
though,
you
so,
can put whatever you want. I mean, make it whatever you want, pretty much.
Yeah.
So it'd be like a bar downstairs and then like a convenience store upstairs.
Hold on, Haunted Soul said that they might have a place just for us. What? Yes. I saw you were going to go to that one place that's like an escape room or something down off of Gravois, down in South City. Like that is not in a great area. Like we were wanting to go. We saw that building. I can't think of the fucking name of it, but we saw that you guys were going to investigate that place. That's fucking cool. That's definitely not in a fantastic neighborhood. What up, Lakota?
Well, yeah, Haunted Souls for sure.
But
we're always down to do shit.
But yeah,
and promote everything. So
yeah, absolutely. But. No, it had like the old structures and stuff like that, and it had like one of the buildings that it was, because it used to be an old slaughterhouse, and they had like part of the building that was the original walls and shit like that.
Yeah.
And they had the well that they dumped all the blood in, but which they've had to fill in since. But
ooh, a haunted mansion in St. Louis? Hell yeah, I'd like to.
It isn't the Limp Mansion, is it?
Let me.
Because I know all about the Limp Mansion. I don't think it's haunted. It's creepy. That's it.
Hit me up and let me know.
But I love the Limp Mansion. It's probably not. I think I saw them post something about it, and I was like, I have no idea what the fuck place that is.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't. Yeah. I didn't look too far into much, but
Kanga, you guys should definitely go to Bobby Mackey's. It was fun. It was a fun place. Like even just if you like little shithole bars. It's pretty fun. They have like a dance floor. It's sectioned off, and it's actually really big.
I'm pretty sure it's no. They said no on the Limp Mansion,
yeah,
or the Limp Brewery. So I guess it's neither one of those.
No, it's not. I was giving them shit because it's the main haunted mansion in St. Louis that most people know about. Which, like I said, I've stayed there overnight, even by myself, multiple times, and I had never really felt anything, except in the basement I did feel something, but I mean, it wasn't ghostly. It was like something made me literally
dastardly.
No, something. I'm one of the, apparently it's rare for people to get sick in the basement, but I was there for like a Mother's Day dinner or like lunch that they were having. It was like the whole house was full of people, and I went to their fucking basement area where they were eating, and I felt like I immediately got food poisoning. Like I felt sick. Like I went to the bathroom and tried to vomit, and I couldn't.
Yes, Ellie Star is a Ghostbusters jersey,
and we get it out so you can see it.
We made those for our ghost investigation.
I don't know how much I'm in
with
you're busted. Makes me feel good.
With Haunted Souls Paranormal.
Feel good. This is not good for my knees.
It got a proton pack on the back.
Got the proton back on the back, and they split.
Anyway.
I'm not about Vigo, the master of evil. But not about my boys. That's not legal.
But no, I felt like I got food poisoning, and eventually I was like, yo, guys, we gotta go. And as soon as I made it up to the main floor, out of the basement, I felt immediately better. I was fine, and then I went back down there, because like not everybody was up yet, and I went back down there and I felt it again. And then I went back up, and I was fine for the rest of the day because I never went back down there. But I don't know if that's paranormal or not, but it was heavy down there, and I did not feel well down in that basement. And one of the YouTubers that does ghost things that Paranormal Files or whatever, he got sick down in the basement too down there. And like it's recorded when he went there, and he was like, I feel like I'm going to vomit. So it's happened, but it's not very, very often.
Souls,
but other than that,
I wouldn't mind doing a Limp Mansion or the Limp Brewery. I wouldn't mind investigating that. I think that'd be fun. I would
love to do the brewery. But yeah, also to the back in Kentucky, that haunted barge, the haunted house on the barge. Yeah. I loved that because it had all the old stuff. Like I love old machinery, old metalworks, old just old things. Like I could walk by and see a steel beam with some rivets in it that is obviously from like 1860, and I'm like, that is the coolest fucking thing I've seen today. This is so neat.
Was it a barge or a boat? The old. So did it have the big wheel on the back to move it?
It was no.
Was it like
it was a barge.
Okay.
It was a dredge, but it did have It had big, it did have the big wheel. It did, but I mean, it was just like an old steam dredge boat, and they had the big pulley that they used to pull in the dredge, and like from 1900, and I just love the old metalwork on it and the walls on there and shit. Obviously, they filled it in with other shit with the scenes and stuff, but they also had the skeleton structure of the boat, and it was just so fucking cool.
Yeah. Yeah, no, dude. We did that ghost investigation, and that shit was fun.
I would love to go on a ghost investigation just because I want to see the building and the structure. I don't really think I'm going to feel any paranormal because I've tried it a lot and it just doesn't happen. So I don't really get scared about that. But what I do not like about ghost hunting and all that stuff is the locations where there might be people. Like if you know there might be like vagrants there or something, I'm more scared of the people running into somebody like on drugs or something crazy that gonna run through the fucking hall and stab you. I'm more worried about that than the ghost. I mean, sure, there's places that are creepy as fuck, but I'm to the point where it's like, you got to prove to me that you exist, okay? And I've had every type of encounter happen to me, so I know that at one point, I'm just not open to it anymore.
Bustin' makes me
I don't think my energy allows them in anymore. I don't know why, but
Pete would tell you on that investigation we did, I was about ready to jump out the fucking window.
Yeah, I'm not saying there ain't scary shit that happens. I've seen paranormal shit happen. I've had paranormal shit like touch me and all that shit.
I mean, when this fucking machine talks to me and knows my fucking name, that's a whole different fucking ball game, bro. Like, that fucked me up. I was like, what the fuck is going on right now?
Yeah.
And Doug, one of the other investigators with them guys, was like, "You okay, Rue?" And I'm like,
"Nope."
No, not really. Because I jumped the fuck up out of the chair.
No, that guy just called me by name, bro.
I asked the motherfucker if I was okay sitting there, and they said no. And I jumped up out of the fucking chair, and he's like, "Come sit back down." I said, it ain't happening. He goes, "You all right?" I'm like, "I'm good. I ain't sitting back down." No, he goes, "Just come back and sit down." I'm like, "All right, dude, but if I die."
I love the videos where they're like, "Oh, do you want us to leave?" And it'll be like, knock twice for yes, and then you just hear a bang, bang, and it's like, "Okay, we heard you. What is your name?" And it's like, they just want you to fucking leave, and you just stay there. I've rarely seen it where they're like, "Let us know if you want to leave," and they actually
we all
leave.
took off out of the fucking slaughterhouse real fucking quick.
We left.
I'm trying to stay and figure out what happens next, and even when the paranormal guys or one of the investigators is like, "We need to get the fuck out of here," you probably want to listen to them because they've seen more shit than I did, and I'm just curious, and they were curious at one point. And maybe something bad might have happened to them, and they don't want it to happen again. And they're like, "I think it's time for us to go." And I literally was the last one to leave.
Yeah, the ghost told you guys to fuck off, didn't they?
Yes.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, Emily just said that in the chat.
Yeah, that shit was scary. Go watch the video. I just shared it on our YouTube page.
Twice.
When we're done here.
Yeah.
Old Boy is complimenting the Ghostbuster shirt. See, you can be a part of our Patreon. You can get cool shit like that. Like the one that's on your screen right now. You got 1 week left to join the t-shirt tier. You pay less money for the t-shirt tier than you do for what we sell our shirts for.
Yeah.
It's the stupidest thing we've ever done. But
we keep doing it every month.
That's right. Every single month you get a shirt. This is this month's exclusive. This month ends in a week. And then you'll get next month's exclusive. So you want this dope shirt that's on your screen right now. And if you are looking for a past shirt, if you're a member for a couple months or something, you'd be like, "Hey, man, maybe we could make you a past shirt." You know what I mean?
You scratch our back, we'll scratch yours.
That's right.
Now, they did have like them cat balls, or, well, I'll use the mag light, for instance, where they had it turned on, just like where it was on but off, if you will. They turned it to where, like, if it got tapped, it would come on, in other words.
Yeah.
And they put it at the edge of the fucking pool. And we, like, in the deep end, and we were in the fucking shallow end. And we were all, like, watching.
Sign up.
Now, we asked if the ghost was, like, if it was a female, turn the light on. And nothing fucking happened. So we sat there for about, a couple minutes to see if anything happened, and nothing happened. Then we asked if it was a female, or a male ghost, rather. And the fucking light actually came on. And I'm like, I'm looking around, because I'm like, man, one of y'all is fucking with us. Like, because that was my kind of like my mentality. I went in with like an open mind, but I'm like, man, somebody fucking with us.
Who's blowing on the flashlight?
And I counted everybody. We had 12 people in our group, and I counted everybody, and there was all 12 people there. And the other group was 2 stories above us. So I knew it wasn't any of them, and we would have seen them walk in the fucking door. And we've already walked around this area. There was no other way in or out except for one way. So I knew it wasn't nobody fucking with
I
us.
remember that light fucked you up. You're like,
Yeah.
Good, bro.
Well, not only
Shout out to Allie
like
Star,
at
by
first
the
I
way.
was like, okay,
Shout out.
that's cool. It came on, but then I realized that before we went down, we got a little history of the building and things that have happened. And there was a little boy that drowned it in the pool, and that would make sense that it's a male ghost when the light came on. But then the more questions we asked, you could see that light get brighter. Now you know a mag light when you turn it,
Yeah.
it gets brighter, and then when you turn it down to like go off, it's going to get dimmer. Well, this motherfucker was like getting bright, getting dimmer. Like you ask a question, it would get bright, dim, bright, dim, bright. Like it was just moving, bright, dim, bright, dim. Like it wasn't a steady like here it is, it's on and then off. That motherfucker was like rotating. Like if you took it and just rotated it left and right, that shit was like getting dim. I mean, I'm like, what the fuck?
I like that he was just making that hand motion.
that's
so I was like, that's a nipple?
yeah, it was, dude. I mean, like it was pretty fucking cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I would love for shit like that to happen. That'd be neat. Like, I'm no longer scared of the paranormal. I'm like, because I know that it's probably not going to come out and show its head. You know, it's like, come on, show me something.
I don't know
Until
what
it
was
does.
For the people that watch Shane and Ryan from The Watcher or whatever that used to be on BuzzFeed that did Ghost Files, I know you guys don't know what I'm talking about, but for anybody that does, one of the guys is like a super scared of paranormal shit, and they go on ghost hunting stuff, and the other guy, he's a skeptic. He's like, I don't think it exists, but I would like to see if it is. And I was like, yeah, I've switched to that guy for sure. You know, 'cause
Yeah.
he's a Shaney
that's how I've been. But now, you know, after that happened, and there were some other things that had happened as well there. And I swear to God, if you were down in the fucking slaughterhouse, you didn't want to stick around to see if anything bad was going to happen because I didn't know. Nobody really fucking knew, but everybody else took off. And I'm like, no, hold up, man. I'm not leaving this. And then after like kind of realizing the story behind the butcher, I'm like, oh, okay, well, maybe something bad might have happened. And then when we talked to the fucking the terror, not the what was she, a psychic or something? What the hell was she?
Yeah.
a medium.
A medium, yes. And like I was going out to smoke at the time. And she stopped me, and she was like, we literally just got done talking about this. That was like literally in a different hallway, down the hallway, and in a separate room. So I knew that she couldn't hear us talk. I could see if she was even like listening, and there's no way that she would have been able to come down this hallway and hear what we were talking about. But when I came around the corner to go smoke, she sat there and she started talking to me about the butcher and how we just asked, like, is there like any like any racial stuff or anything? Like is there any like black ghost or whatever? I know I think Cotton asked Dan if any of that
Willie
stuff
the automaton.
happened. Yeah. If any of like, you know, if there was like any different like races of ghosts, or are they all white? Because you always hear about how every ghost is pretty like white, you know.
And
very rarely,
Victorian clothes.
you very rarely ever hear about a black ghost or anything. So it was kind of question that he asked, because he was like, well, you know, fuck, we're here. Might as well try to get the whatever information we can. And she literally sat down and she said, I heard you guys had a little incident down in the butcher shop or the slaughterhouse. And I was like, I mean, I don't know if it really was an incident. She's like, well, just so you know, the butcher was a very bad man. He was born in like whatever date it was, and he died of fucking this date. And she went in and told me the whole story on this guy. And then she goes in to proceed to talk about the different types of ghosts, like black, white, or whatever, you know, different races of fucking ghosts. And I'm like, wait a minute. You weren't even there for this conversation. And somehow she knew that we talked about it, and then she dropped information on me. Like, this gal really fucked me up.
Yeah.
I'm I'm like, you a psychic? Like, there ain't no way that you heard what we were talking about because we were all the way in the back of this fucking room, and it was a big room.
Now, did the Haunted Souls crew or associated crew, did they kind of lead into the color question, the race question?
No.
Okay, because I was like, maybe they, did they maybe do that on kind of tours and then like
no, they didn't talk about they didn't talk about it at all. Like while giving
not
us
saying
the
what they do is
history
fake. I like to know realistic shit.
No, this medium seemed like she was pretty legit because after that happened, I told P because P's like, we need to go talk to her before we leave here, and I said, P, that ain't a good idea, and he's like, what do you mean? I'm like, she's for real, bro. Like, she knows shit. And I went into like details with what she was telling me to him, and he's like, how the fuck does she know what even we talked about or what was even going on? I'm like, I have no fucking idea, bro. But and this was with my mom. My mom recently passed away shortly right around this time, and I was like, I don't want to talk to her, dude. Like, if you guys want to, go ahead, but I'm out, bro. Like, she's for real, for real.
Yeah. Hell no, I'm fucking out. Fuck that.
Like, I even told him, I was like, dude, I didn't believe in these people until I talked to her.
Yeah.
Till she stopped me and had a conversation with me. I didn't believe in them people. Like, people blow smoke up people's asses all the fucking time. I mean, there was another podcast that they said that they seen like Sasquatch and some other fucking make-believe characters or so-called make-believe characters.
I saw
whatever
Yeti.
Whatever you want to call it. And I was like, okay, you guys are fucking nutty. Whatever. Yeah. But this gal was the real fucking deal. Like, she was telling me some shit that like I only had thought of while we were there, but I've never
that would be cool.
That I've never even said to anybody. And I was like, what the fuck, dude? And P was like, are you for real, dude? I'm like, yeah, you guys go talk to her. I won't.
Y'all gotta get this bitch away from me, man. She know too much. Now, I know that like at Bobby Mackey's, if I were to do like the long one during the week, that like they do it after the bar closes and all that stuff. I know it'd be creepy as fuck in there, like for real creepy. Especially if it's only like a small group of people. Yeah, that'd be creepy as fuck down there with all the lights off and shit. But yeah, as far as like paranormal, who knows? Like when I like all the super haunted locations, I haven't gone to a lot. But I have gone to super haunted locations.
Yeah.
And spent time in there just dead silent, nothing, like lights off and all that shit, and it's just creepy. It's not necessarily I mean, aside from the stuff that's happened to me, I've never seen like stuff happen at ghost hunting.
Yeah.
The Bobby Mackey thing, that wasn't ghost hunting because that was
that shit happened when you were a kid at your friend's house.
They were fucking line dancing above us while we were giving roses to Jolene or whatever her name was.
Yeah, but I mean, you can ask P. That medium fucked me up. I was like, nope, I ain't.
That talkie box thing fucked me up.
Oh yeah,
that fucked me. Well, that fucked me up because I was about ready to fuck.
Oh yeah, I called you by name.
I was about ready to jump out the fucking window.
Even if it is just radio frequencies or whatever people say it is, the radio shouldn't know your name either.
No, the motherfucker don't know my name.
Especially when you go, hey, what's my name?
Sarah Ann or whatever you're saying. It's a poltergeist shit, dog.
No, that fucked that dude. No, fuck that. Those are the two things that got me: the light and the fucking speaker box thing.
Shut out the light.
I was like, motherfucker, get out of here with that.
Bro, Allie started scared the shit out of me. When you point it, you're like, bro, look at that.
Yeah.
He's like, wait, I can get a jersey for $15? You think I didn't just log into Patreon? Like, wait a second.
Whoa.
Has that been wrong for a year and nobody bought that? It wasn't. It's not. It's right. It's $150.
I wasn't sure because it was behind the heart, and I was like, I think you say 150, and I was like, well, you could.
I logged in. I was like, wait, is this saying? Yeah. I wish. We almost took the jersey tier down, but we can still pull it off.
Well, we could do condolences, and
Yeah, we send our condolences. I don't know.
We don't really pray. At least I don't. Not really religious.
For the creator of what?
I don't know.
The Crazy Bone? Did Crazy Bone die?
Oh.
He's in the hospital, right?
Yeah,
he is in the hospital.
He has a condition that can affect
his lungs were bleeding. He was like coughing up blood and shit.
Yeah. He has like sarcoidosis or something like that. And I know I probably said it wrong, but I think that's kind of what it was. Oh,
I was saying you scared me when you said $15 for a jersey. I jumped on there to make sure that it wasn't wrong. It's $150.
I can try.
I honestly haven't looked at that in a long time, and it scared me.
I mean,
but yeah, fucking thoughts and prayers and whatever you believe in out to Crazy Bone. We definitely don't want him to pass.
Yeah, and let's ask our gods that we all believe in, or whatever you believe in.
Talk to your sky guys.
Yeah, talk to your sky and let them know that we wish a fast recovery and nothing bad happens while Crazy's in the
hopefully he gets
hospital.
Well, and then hopefully that makes all the other brothers fucking come
you ain't
together.
supposed to cut off a prayer, bro. You go to fucking.
I didn't know you were praying.
We don't know this thing. We're new to it. We don't know what's going on.
I'll say a prayer. You guys look.
I
up
thought
to
you
your
meant
God.
like by yourself.
I didn't. You didn't know he was praying. I thought you were just.
I was just letting him talk.
Hope he feels good.
I mean, you guys never prayed before.
I mean, I was forced to go to Catholic school. All
I have.
four
I
of
just
them
didn't
that I
know
got
you were
kicked out of.
praying.
Yeah.
I've never seen you pray.
Well, that a lot of people don't see other people pray because it usually happens
So I
at
didn't know you were
nighttime when
doing
they
it on
go
the
to
show.
bed.
So
Yeah, let's pray that
dear
he
Sky
gets
Guy.
better. Pray that his family is okay and they're doing okay, and we send out our best wishes to him.
he went through surgery and slowly recovering. Good, man. Yeah.
Well, that's good. As long as he's getting better and not worse, that's all we can ask for.
Yeah, I hope he gets better, and I hope that it makes the other fucking Bone Brothers fucking stop being assholes to each other, and they all fucking get along better. Because they've had a lot of problems with themselves.
Well,
That's why you go to a Bone show, and you never know who's going to show.
Yep.
true.
Because they all fight. You know what I mean? Not that I want, you know what I mean? Because sometimes bad things end up with good consequences. You know what I mean? It's like you go to a funeral and you link back up with your family or something. You know what I mean? You're
Well,
there for bad reasons, but
It took easy, Diane, for the other members to.
that's what I'm saying. So hopefully he gets
Figure
better,
this shit
and then
out.
they're like, "Damn, bro, my bad." You know what I mean? Like Busy's like, "Dude, I've been acting wild. I love you, Crazy."
Yeah.
And then they come back together and they make like the most poetic Bone record ever.
Maybe that won't happen. Maybe they're all friends and they all get along. They just can't do things together. Maybe they just can't handle business together, making albums and doing shit. Maybe one's more particular than the next, and maybe that's what causes their arguments. So they said, "Fuck, we're not doing this no more."
It's possible.
Have a good night, Haunted Souls.
Yeah, peace out, brother.
Boom, boom, boom.
Boom.
Yeah, everybody, check this out. This is our Patreon. I don't know what the hell that is.
Look what that is.
You just go to Replicon, our patreon.com/Replicon Radio. You can join the $2 tier, which does absolutely nothing except for gives us about 50 cents a month, and we appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
Plastic Dinos, which is what most people do. It's only $5, 16 cents a day. That gets you basically nothing except for you're going to get access to our Discord, which is basically a 24-hour chat room. You get to hang out with us.
Yep.
$15 is just a little bit of extra love. Every 3 months of that, we'll send you out something special. You know what I'm saying? Stickers, buttons, small little merch pack. Just a little bit of extra love, you know what I'm saying? That's why it's called the Extra Love Dino.
Yeah.
But then you scroll over, and you got your Dino Gear Shirt Club. That's the one I was referring to. $30 a month, you're going to get the exclusive shirt every month. Sometimes exclusive, sometimes they end up being for sale. Sometimes they're personalized.
Yeah, the reason why we don't sell a lot of our Patreon shirts, exclusive shirts, is because we want it to be a special thing. You guys are doing something special for us. You're showing us love and supporting us. So we want to have exclusive shirts for you guys that we're not just going to sell to the public.
It's more fun.
Yeah, it wants to. We want to make sure that like you guys feel special by being in that tier, not just hey, we're going to sell you a shirt that we sell at shows and everywhere else. So it's like hey, you're getting something special that we put thought and labor into specifically for you.
Yep. Exclusive shit. Like we just did for the float.
Right.
We did exclusive shirts for the float, so that's one that's a little still exclusive but less exclusive.
Yeah, it's an event exclusive.
We made 10 to sell at the event. Only 10. So if you're there, you get the chance to buy one of the only 10 made. We each had one, and then our Patreons got them. So it was still super limited. There was only like 15 or 16 made. But you had to either be our Patreon or be at the event, and you paid more at the event.
Yeah.
And something that's not as fun for the people who purchase it, it forces me to design and make new shirts every fucking month.
Yeah. But you kill it every time.
Which sometimes turns into shirts that we do sell or versions of shirts that we sell.
Yeah.
One or the two.
Some of them, if we hear a lot of feedback, like a crazy amount, you know, obviously
like the pink shirt. That's the pink shirt is our most popular shirt, and that started with Patreon. You know what I'm saying? That was
Yeah.
a Patreon exclusive at first, and now we sell them. And then we also started selling the blue ones, and now black and white ones in the same version.
But it's not something we do all the time. There are just a few exceptions that we're like, okay, the mass public wants this fucking shirt, and we'd be kind of dumb to not do that.
Right. And we do also have the hoodie tier, which we've honestly never done.
Well, I forgot we had it.
Yeah, it's a thing.
We made hoodies one time.
Back in the day, yeah.
Are you gonna make a hoodie this year? It's coming up on hoodie weather, brother.
In all honesty, I don't know if you would get a hoodie. It might be more of a jacket, but
You can't give that thin ass jacket as a hoodie.
what the nice jacket?
The one that the beaded jackets that we made exclusively for Corey Feldman.
Oh yeah,
Those are actually pretty warm, bro.
they are warm. And we also have the Jersey Club, or if you're a big
It's
baller,
probably
we got the
warmer than a
platinum.
hoodie.
That's not what you want for a
I
hoodie.
forgot. You guys remember the Platinum Dino VIP?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's only $300 a month.
Oh wait, is that the one where we'll come to your house?
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
$300 a month.
Only 300
Oh my.
A month.
Like that seems
Well,
low.
that's
That
plus-
seems low
that's-
now that
that's-
I don't want to leave the house.
That's plus the expenses to get us there. The
Well, you're gonna
expenses to
get-
us
oh
there.
yeah,
yeah.
there's a lot of fucking asterisks.
You're
on
gonna
this
get,
one.
you're gonna get the shirt.
So
you're
we
gonna
only
get the
get
hoodie,
we
and
only
you're
get
gonna the jersey.
we only get $100 a piece, maybe if.
Well,
if-
no,
if
because we
that's
gotta
what we
use that
get.
to pay for all the other tiers that we're.
Yeah, restrictions apply.
So
you
at the
must-
end of the day, we might
the
get
restrictions
$5.
are right there. You must provide and pay for travel and lodging. Home event must not exceed. So
Good
if you
night,
live in our
Scruffy.
city, you can't go longer than 8 hours.
Hold on, Scruffy said good night, and that's the only thing he said here this whole time. He's
Well,
been
good night.
listening.
Good night, bro.
Good night. Sorry,
you, brother.
I didn't want to glaze that one over.
But yeah, we each make $100 and then our expenses are paid.
But we got it, man.
We
Support
never,
it.
we never go for
But yeah, $5 a month. The T-shirt one is the best one. All honesty.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but if
can
you
we
don't have
do
$30 a
hoodies?
month, $5, and it, you know what I mean. It
I know
helps
it's
us out.
probably something we probably should know about now.
Oh, we can.
Okay.
We can do them. I can.
I mean,
and
there's
and
no
another
difference
reason we
between
don't.
the-
A lot of these things we don't have for sales because we don't. Obviously, we don't have money to upgrade the show. We don't have. I don't have money to buy a merch booth full of hoodies.
Right.
They're expensive.
Yeah.
They're fucking expensive. So we'd have to. You know what I mean? Even if we were able to get them for so cheap that we can mark them up 50%, which is we probably can't get them that cheap.
Nope.
We'd have to buy like 100 of them. So you think even if we sold them for $60 and we bought them for 30, that's fucking a lot. We don't have fucking that much money. What's that, like $3,000?
We could take some of those tiers off of there, you know.
But I can order one for someone that paid for it.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? But we just can't. I can't
Make me a hoodie.
I can't make a hoodie and then have it at a merch booth and then not have that's
yeah.
the only one I have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, actually, we do have one at the merch booth because it was the misprint, only one that's left.
Yeah.
But in general, I can't be like, oh, we got this new design and we don't have any.
Yeah.
You know, because we can't just buy things. That's why a lot of our shit ends up like on the website or whatever. But yeah. But if you join the tier, then we know we have to. It has to be done.
Yeah.
Which is why that's why we have.
That's what I was saying. Dude.
That's one of the reasons we have dope shirts. Is because I'm forced to make it. I'm forced to design at least one shirt every month. You know what I'm saying? And then 1 out of 3 of those turns into some dope. So I'm like, oh, we could do this, and we sell them at the booth.
That's what I was saying. Are we able to do hoodies, or are they just the jackets at this point?
Yeah, we can do. I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
I would love a new hoodie.
yeah.
If you want to design one, yo,
We want full retard. Damn, bro.
I don't understand what they were talking.
Because we started talking about Patreon.
I don't know.
We went all in on Patreon. You lost your weed.
Absolutely not, Lakota. We would love to have people draw them for us.
No, we don't draw our own logos.
We need people to draw us logos.
But you can still send us some of yours.
You could. That's what I'm saying. Like you
Yeah.
could draw our logos, and we could, we'll talk about you all the fucking time.
Yeah. No, 8 Legs did our main dino, and then we've had other people kind of do variants of it. I guess
Yeah.
we've had a few other people, but that's the one we use the most.
Because that's the best one.
Yeah, that's the best one.
Yeah. And so if you
can definitely send
top
us
that,
you
then-
send us your merch. I'll wear it on the show.
we'll wear it. He'll wear it and every day.
No,
I mean, if
yeah.
you send us a care package,
I
we'll all
mean,
wear it on
not
the
7
show.
days in a row, but I mean, like you'll.
I mean,
wear
I
that.
generally wear my.
Oh, you're talking about their merch.
Yeah.
Oh, I
He
thought you
said
meant like shit they made for us.
No,
no.
that-
But yeah,
if you want to
yeah,
send us a
I'm
shirt
still
to wear on
make-
the show, I'll wear
I
it.
thought you were talking about
Yeah.
the logo.
You want us to make your merch? That's something I thought about doing.
You could join the T-shirt tier, and he'll make your logos.
No,
He might put a little dino on there, but yeah,
Right.
little trademark.
There will be a dino on there.
Well, I
somewhere.
did that for House of Ed. You know what I mean? I mean, it was like one shirt, and it was a deal we made because he was trying to help us.
Yeah.
I think we didn't sell very many. No offense to them, but we don't sell a lot of anything.
Yeah. I mean,
But
they knew that.
he was like, "Here's this shirt." 'Cause remember, his brother passed away,
yeah.
and he was like, "I don't want to make money off of my brother, but he's like, I'd like to make something and donate it." And I was like, "Oh well, I can help." I just offered to help him, design it and get them made for him and shit. Because I was like, "That's a cool idea." And then he's like, "Well, I just want you guys to do it and take the money." You know what I mean? And like help us grow. And they're still available. They're still up. Like people can still order those. Mr. Green's shit, the weed shirts that sold out, and his Halloween shirts. I mean, I did both of those too. I'm not against doing people's merch. I thought about like offering that as a job.
Yeah.
But like it would just be a lot of shit.
You'd have to, actually dedicate more time to it.
Well, I'd have to make money off it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, obviously.
Like there'd have to be a minimum order because I'd have to deal with the company.
Well,
and
fucking
then I'd also
put
have
it
to do
out there. Maybe somebody reach out.
Like working with a couple people.
Just be like,
Reach out.
yeah, I mean,
touch
if you
me.
get too overwhelmed, you could be like 8 legs and be like, don't talk to me. Don't send me
Where
shit.
is the fucking...
It's like, I'm not working, all right? I'm booked.
Trying to go to the fucking... Okay, there it is. Can you see that? Is that on the screen?
I mean, I'm a little delayed.
there it
I
is.
see the...
All right. That's dumb. You have to hit a button to get to it. It's on the second page. Yeah, House of It exclusive. These,
Oh, there it is. It's there now.
Go follow House of It.
Yep.
Yeah, these, this is like their art. I didn't make the art. I just took their art and made it into a dope-ass shirt, but...
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's
what we were asked to do.
Yeah, that's what we do. We don't do graphic design and shit.
Hell no. I wish.
But we can put it on a shirt for you in a cool way.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Bro, Jeremiah and Miss Italic made us some fresh shit too. We put that on a shirt a while ago. I need to bring that back. That's never been on a Sublimated shirt.
Oh, nice.
You guys didn't like that because it was like me. You remember?
Or
Or Rue thought it was me because it was one dude with the fucking Magic Ninja hat on.
Oh, I don't even remember, to be honest.
It was dope though.
Yeah, because it was you.
No, it wasn't.
Right.
It wasn't. I don't think it was supposed to be me. It was just a skeleton. It was just because I used to wear that ninja hat all the time.
Yeah.
And the skeleton had that hat on. He was like, "Oh, so she just drew a picture of you."
That's exactly what she did.
But it was just. It wasn't
Out of all
supposed
three
to
of us,
just
you
be
were
me.
the only one that wore the hat.
Your skeleton is probably the same size as me.
My skeleton.
It was a
doesn't-
skeleton.
Yeah, with a Magic Ninja hat on. The only
Well,
person that
maybe-
only had one was you. So
Maybe
yes,
you forgot your
drew
hat that
you.
day and you wore mine.
No, that's
It definitely didn't have sunglasses on the hat.
No, there was no eyebrows. Yeah,
There's no eyebrows on the hat.
yeah, she is dope, man. She
you
is.
cannot
Dope.
say that it's
And then
either one of us. It's strictly
who did this
you.
one? Terrible.
I didn't know anything about the making of that one.
You-
Yeah,
yeah,
you
you
on the
did.
show.
We were all on the show together.
We were
We were on that
downstairs.
Bartleby guy's show.
Oh, I did it? I mean, that
No,
doesn't
he
mean
didn't
I know
do it.
who
It was
fucking-
somebody who was one of the listeners. We got two of them. That's what next month's this month's Patreon is this one, and next month's is the other one.
So do you want your art on a shirt? Make us some cool stuff.
Yeah.
And we literally, that's something that we always talk about, like, for long times after it's happened. Like, how many times have we referenced people that have made art for us, How many times have we talked about, oh, this person made this?
8 legs.
Hey, wait a minute. I'm neither, okay? Okay there, bud? You're calm down.
Yeah, we're Twizzlers. Well, I am at least.
Yeah. He's a jug and twizzler.
I'm
he
just-
juggles,
yeah,
he juggles twizzlers.
I'm all the above. So Danklo made the one we're doing next month, and this one is 482 graphics.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Shout out to those guys.
Fuck yeah.
That's like an ongoing thing that, like, I don't know if people caught on to. It's like when you do stuff for us that's dope and helps us out, we talk about you all the fucking time.
All right. Like Willie the Automaton.
Billy the automaton. He just comes in here with a fucking bristle brush and just starts scratching our backs like, just fuck you guys, fuck you. So it's it's a friendly.
And
little-
Godsend and
He is kinda
Grady,
big when
formerly
he comes
of
in here, isn't he?
He is every time. He'll pop in now. Like they were
Right.
talking about him.
shout out to Godsend. Shout out to
Godsend.
Grady, formerly of All the Horror.
I would love it if he used that as his like tag sound.
Of
Like,
you doing it?
oh, well, he could do it. Just Godsend.
He used to.
In all honesty, if you make beats, you can make us one, and we'll make it our background track.
If it's good,
Yes.
it's got to be a good background track.
Or an intro. Or an outro. Yeah, this month's Patreon shirt, you have 1 week to join and you'll get this shirt. That was done by 4A2 Graphics. Shout out to them.
Shout
and
out.
then next month's shirt, which is this cool. This is like fucking. This reminds me of like 80s metal or something. That was done by Dankalo.
Right.
The design in the middle. The shirt
We're
design is
behind.
just some shit I stole.
Yeah, we're behind. We're still on that shirt.
Oh, well.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. I'm gonna feel like a fucking. I'm gonna feel like I'm in. What's that band? The fucking. Like the fake. God damn it! Like the '80s band.
Oh, I know.
Skate or die.
No,
That's a Nintendo.
the one that turn it up to 11. The fuck is it?
That's not who I was thinking of, but yeah, that works.
Oh, not that one.
No, who's the band? The actual band that like they played The Gathering 2 years ago. They're playing here. They just got announced here. Steel Panther. That's what I was thinking of.
Okay,
Yeah, I know you're thinking of fucking
that movie.
yeah, which that works too, or any actual fucking '80s hair band. Dude. I need to get pants that match.
That
this
looks
fucking-
like
I need
pants
to
that-
get pants that match.
It
That.
looks like something that David Lee Roth would
Yeah.
wear, like his pants.
Yeah,
I'm actually surprised that you didn't make matching pants or shorts to go with that shirt.
yeah. Well, there's still time.
Is there?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a subscription service for super cool shirts. And these shirts, I don't know if you've ever touched like the material of these shirts. They're
Yeah, they're-
so fucking comfortable. I wish every shirt I owned was this material.
I mean, if you hate us but you like our designs and our shirts, then absolutely it's a subscription
Yeah.
for sure.
I mean, that's,
And we're okay with that.
that's basically what
Fuck
it
yeah.
is. Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Wear our shit and hate us. That's okay.
That's
Yeah, I'm not
exactly
worried
what
about
is. And you get access to our Discord too, which if you want to talk shit, basically to me. And
I mean,
and other
I would.
people.
To be fair, I would get on there if there was more people. You know, like I would definitely be
Jesus,
in there.
Make it sound like we're really fucking lame.
It says how broke we are every fucking week.
Well, that is true.
We don't know anybody.
Maybe we wouldn't be so broke if we would actually be on our Discord.
That well.
Maybe more people would join.
I mean, there's like 6 people over.
I mean, I'm just stating facts here. I mean, word gets out that we ain't communicating.
Hey,
I mean, it says at the top of the
Discord
thing.
people does not equate how many views we get and plays we get a month. Okay, that's significantly higher. We just don't get paid for all that shit. But we have a lot of fucking listeners every month.
It's true.
Like a lot.
That's why we're at almost 5,000
la-
subscribers.
Bro.
Last time I knew, it was like 25,000 plus a month.
Oh, it's like 65K.
No.
Dude, it's been blowing my mind lately
Yeah.
because I haven't been posting a lot
Yeah.
because of the fucking
Well,
monetization issue.
Last time I looked, it was like a long time ago. But
So like the demon, you know what I mean? I'm like, we can save that. We can save. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I don't want to post. I still want traction, obviously.
yeah.
But I don't want to fucking do a I'm not trying to get a bunch of shit.
Fucking Alley Star, god damn it. I'm a content creator. Content of these nuts.
But yeah, I keep looking. I'm like, Jesus Christ! I posted one video. How do we still have 65K for the month? Like,
Can I ask you a
Yeah.
question?
I love it.
Does this mean that if we got
65.5.
if we got
Nice.
4.92 subscribers, does that mean we only need 8 more to have
We're
5,000?
at 4,928.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. That makes more
I'm
sense.
literally-
to
I'm
me
on the
than
fucking
90
actual
than
thing.
the point 92. I'm like, damn, we only need 8 more fucking people?
Yeah. No, we need 72 to hit 5K,
Yeah. Well, we're getting
which
there.
ain't bad.
Yeah.
We've come a long way since we started this show.
You remember, it took us fucking like 4 years to get 1,000.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Legit, like for
Yeah,
real.
That took for fucking ever.
Oh, it was fucking crazy.
Yeah,
we're definitely getting
65.5K average. That's just YouTube. That's not.
Anything else?
Yeah. Speaking of that, for the rest of this month, go to repliconradio.com and click that listen now link and download it off of Spreaker and make us an extra fucking 10% this month. So instead of like a nickel, we'll make a quarter or something like that.
Is it only for the episode we did this month or for any episode?
I think it's just any.
Okay.
It didn't really go into details. It just said 10%, whatever. I think, you know what else? I think, Tony, I haven't been able to confirm or deny this.
We've done that a few times where artists have sent us a track and they wanted us to listen to it and give us their honest opinion on the show.
Yeah, we
talked about this last week off air because I was like, I've always wanted to do something like that, and we'd almost have to do it separate from the show, like No Jumper and shit does.
Yeah,
because you can't monetize it.
Yeah,
right. You lose the whole episode would get demonetized as long as you copyright your music, and if you didn't copyright your music, then you shouldn't send it to us anyway because it's just.
We usually put it into our playlist and then we talk about it before we actually go live on YouTube.
But if we had enough people that wanted us to do that, we could like end the show and start a different segment or some. You know what I mean? Or because what they do is people super chat. They make people fucking pay them $150 and shit. Obviously,
we would just have to take a break and then come back and then.
But there'd be a lot more people mad at us if we did that.
Oh yeah. Also,
I'm very honest when it comes.
Wouldn't be a very long segment.
If you want me to judge your music, I'm very honest.
We do it one month and be like, fuck that.
And it's not to hurt anybody's feelings, and it's just my opinion. But I am very honest with my opinion.
You wanted us. You got us.
Right.
All right.
I think it would be cool, though. I think it'd definitely be cool.
I mean, we're not going to be like, you're a stupid fucking artist. You need to quit now. You suck so fucking bad. We'll be nice about it, but we're not going to be like, oh, we love your shit. It's going to be like, no.
Unless you really are garbage and you probably really shouldn't be doing it.
You'd be like, what were you doing before you started making music? Well, you should go back to that, probably.
But if people want to pay us to do that, then that would definitely be a segment.
Oh, I would be a dick.
Clearly, we're broke.
Clearly,
we're broke, so. Basically, we got a digital fucking can out right now until we fucking are able to upgrade this fucking
shit. It's an old rattle can.
Yeah, until we can upgrade fucking these guys and this fucking computer and all. We got a fucking digital fucking can out there waving.
True.
Every week.
So if you're like, man, I wish you guys would play my song and talk about it. Here's $100. The whole goddamn episode's your song.
There it is.
I'll talk about it the whole time. There it is. This is this song. Rue will be like, this sucks. I'm like, yeah, but the fucking yada yada yada. We'll make a whole goddamn hour-long discussion about your song.
I mean, that's not how it would go.
If he paid us $100, it would. I would. Well,
Rue would like it too.
What are we talking about next? About this song?
I'm just very. What
else do you think about this song?
Very honest when it comes to people's music, and if you ask me what I think of it, you're gonna get the honest to God truth because that's what you're asking me to do.
I really enjoyed when they put "the" after that one word, because it just really tied that rhyme together, And then the commas.
Treat team, hell yeah. Oh, Emily.
We don't choose sides here. It's just that P goes to all the events. He does. Well, he goes to only one side events, and I don't go to any events. So. We don't choose sides. Okay.
I choose. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I went to the fucking Used concert Friday night.
Well, you only got 5 minutes.
Well, that was the whole story.
Hurry up.
I went to the Used concert Friday night.
I was like, who the fuck are the Used?
Yeah, my buddy Jeff, who I haven't hung out with in years.
Jeff.
You remember Jeff got mad at me because he tried to leave me at Head PE because he had to poop, and we haven't hung out ever since.
It's a pretty serious reason.
I seen it 2 years there with. Yeah, I was like, huh.
He hit me up out of the blue. I was like, hey, bro. You want to go to the show?
He was like, you going to leave me again?
And I was like, You mean like me and you go? Or are you like trying to sell me your tickets or something? Like, I was like specific. Like, you're inviting me to it. Like, we're friends? He's like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, absolutely. That's cool.
I'd have been like, you going to leave? Yeah, but just like Tony said, you going to leave me again, bro? Like, I don't want to be in, if that's the plan, no. Did that come up at all?
No. No.
Wow.
Oh, well, we went after the show. We met up with Greg and John, who lives in Florida, who was in town for his birthday. And Greg was like, so you guys worked out your shit? Like, literally? And I was like, yeah, I guess so. I was like, I never really had any shit. I was just mad for the evening because, I was just mad.
But did he really leave you, or did...
No, we both ended up leaving. So he didn't leave me. But I was forced to leave because he had to poop. But I just spent,
Did he say, let's go? Like, I got to take a shit. It's time to go? And you were
It
like,
was like
no,
a whole
fuck it, I'm
fucking-
staying
Was he
here.
having a
argument.
stomach issue?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, well that makes sense.
That'll
He's
be
like, bro,
later.
I gotta go.
But like, it's what, yeah, like it
I'm
was like I was
shitting
mad
my
at the
pants.
moment, right? It wasn't
yeah.
like I was mad at the moment because I'm like, we literally, because he's like, it's weird to even talk about it. It was like he bought this thing a long time ago where he eats guest list for life for Head PE, right? Like he has Jared's number and any show ever he paid, like they did some deal.
Okay,
So he didn't have to pay for anything.
This sounds weird.
But I did. I had to buy my ticket. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was buying drinks. And they hadn't even gone on stage yet. And he's like, "We gotta go." I'm like, "What the fuck do you mean? I spent like $60-something."
Oh yeah,
And he's like,
Let go
"I
of
gotta
the
go to the
day.
bathroom." I go to the fucking bathroom.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And then we got a big argument about it. And
I
I was like,
would've
"I'm not
too.
gonna fucking." I was like, "An Uber fucking home is like another $65. I'm not gonna. I don't care about this band that much."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I ended up having to leave. I was mad. Like we were arguing about it.
Why
and then
couldn't
like,
he just come back and pick
but
you
then
up?
he got mad at
Yeah,
me.
right? That's a good one.
You're
There's
the
so
one
many
that's got
things
the
that could
issue,
have
not
happened.
me.
But then he got mad at me for being mad at him, and then just didn't talk to me anymore. And I was like, I'm not like in friendship, man. I'm just pissed off tonight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like fuck you for that.
Yeah. And I was like, and then like weeks turned into months, and then months turned into pandemics, and then
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And then we would see each other occasionally because we both worked the same job. We'd run into each other like picking up deliveries and shit. And we were civil. It's not like we were like mean to each other. It was just weird because we used to hang out all the time. We fucking lived together for fucking 5 years. You know what I mean? Like, I've known each other forever, and it just got weird. So, but it was cool. We got to hang out. It was a good time. And the youth rocked out. It was dope.
Cool. I got to go to work tomorrow for the first time in
So that means you guys can fucking go.
4
right.
months, 5 months.
Big Lou's going back to work, baby.
Funny.
Thoughts and
Laugh
prayers.
Laugh at Emily.
Yeah,
funny.
that's all it
Send
is.
us your laugh emojis, Emmy. We love them. Send us heart emojis and shit.
I love you guys. We'll see y'all next week.
I need your emojis to need.
Yeah, we didn't have a whole lot of those.
I need her emojis to be more.
I need you to quit fucking moving if you want
Well,
to
it's
listen
like
to you.
cutting out real bad. I just want them to be spot on. I don't want them to be. I don't want to guess. I'm always guessing what they are. I'm like a 4. I'm like, I don't know what that means.
A lot of Juggalo things are retarded.
It's true.
We're not a smart group of people. Okay.
Talking about, I don't know anything about that.
Well, you know, if you listen to Twisted, you're a Thuggalo. You can't listen to.
Oh no, that's a
ICP.
Ouija Mac thing.
Oh,
Oh, is it?
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
can't- you can't
Unfortunately,
listen to
we're not too much
ICP
into chapter
and-
17 here. Okay.
Yeah, you can't listen to ICP or listen
Cool,
to Twisted
Ouija.
if you listen
I mean,
to
we're cool, but we
ICP.
don't-
I love DJ Chunk.
But we don't know that. That seems like a whole different culture that I'm not a part of.
Kanga.
It kind of is,
Hope you guys have a good night, good week.
for sure. All right, y'all. We
Safe
love
out
y'all.
there, y'all.
Good night, y'all.
We'll tell you about Rube back to work and me and Tony camping.
Yeah.
And you got 1 week to join our Patreon if you want to get this super dope shirt.
Hopefully not losing pee in a corn maze in the middle of the woods.
I don't know. You might be praying for that to happen.
I don't know about you, but I think I find it hysterical when he's like
The entire episode stayed on Spreaker for the first time in months.
Oh, I guess they finally worked out their issues.
So if you guys are still listening on Spreaker, you're fucking G's.
Oh geez, that would be Merle.
Hell yeah. Much love to everybody, and we'll see y'all next time.
Bye, y'all. Love y'all. Remember, if you would like to be a proud sponsor of Replicon Radio, shoot us an email to repliconiswatching@gmail.com.